Yeah, that's a new trippy thing that's going to happen at the start, I'm afraid. So we rejoin the party the next morning in the Furbolg camp, settling up from around the fire. They've been kind enough to provide you reasonable bed and lodging. Simple mushroom stew once again. And as you all come to wake up in the morning, you see a large green mass laying by the fire.
What the
fuck is
fuck is
it?
that?
Who's going to check it?
Was that Minstrel saying that?
That certainly was. I think we should nominate our good friend Balador to go give it a poke.
Are you saying that to me? Because in that case, I'm very offended that you're talking to me about me in the third person.
Shut up, stupid orc.
Just check the thing, whatever it is.
Check the lump.
I don't know. I've got quite good perception, I think.
Yeah, okay. I'll from where I am, I'm not going to go and poke it or anything. I'm just going to look at it. I'm going to give it an ocular pat down.
Okay, make a perception check.
Oh, I forgot to bloody save the
It's still in the chat thing, it's not far off.
roll 1d20, Control C. Oh, someone else is coughing. 19.
19.
Oh,
It appears to be an exceptionally large reptilian humanoid. Something akin to a turtle or a tortoise. It has in fact got mottled green and black scaled shell with a green skin in general.
kill it.
A turtle was made into the water.
You're in land.
Oh, no.
It's disappeared.
I hate you so much.
Is Small Stuff still with us?
Small Stuff is still...
Oh,
He's
excuse me.
resting after his incident yesterday, but if you wanted, you could go see him in his bed.
Can we poke the thing awake?
Going to ask Small Stuff if he knows anything about this ugly green lump that's appeared in his village.
Okay. You find Small Stuff at his tent. Ah, hello. Young orc. How are you doing this fine morning? As he manages to sit up in his bed.
Greetings, Mr. Stuff. Apologies for eating the wrong mushrooms and causing all that kerfuffle yesterday.
It's alright, I suppose. Try not to do it again.
Do you know anything about this green lump that's turned up in your village?
Ah, yes. I've completely forgotten the name of the freaking race. I'm so sorry.
Tortollan.
It's not Tortollan. Not on this one. Tortle. I'm just going to double check that before I get it wrong.
Is it meta to Google it so I don't spend the whole session
Tortle.
imagining the wrong thing like I did with the Furbolgs?
It's fine. You can do it for the dude's race. You've seen one. You the Tortle. Some of my clansmen found it around the edges of the coast in the last evening when they were fetching seaweed for the soup.
I say, but I thought you were vegetarians.
We aren't going to eat it.
Oh.
It was injured. We brought it back here to heal it.
Balador's the one that eats everything.
Yes, please do not eat our guest.
I really need to mute myself when I cough.
It's
I should
fine.
probably set up a bloody thingamabob.
Can we wake him up? Or...
He should have rested well by now. He's been here since shortly after you went to bed. Who wants to wake him?
I rush forward and quickly push Balador on top of the sleeping
I'm not
man.
there. I'm in Mr. Small Stuff's tent.
Okay,
like to
well,
see
you're the only
you
one
try
who'd know so far whether or not they could wake him. So when you head back to the party and explain what he said.
Okay, I wake up the tortoise.
Okay. And go from there. How are you going to do it?
I'm going to stand over it and say, hello?
Oh, what the fuck do you want?
Oh dear.
I say, oh, never mind.
Angry tortoise. I don't like it.
Who are you and what are you doing here?
I see. He's deaf and mute.
He died.
Hello?
Ah,
Hello, we can hear you. He asked who you are and what are you doing here.
Ah, what? You just woke me up. Who are you?
Well, I'm the king of this village, and I don't take kindly to strangers randomly turning up and eating all of our badgers. Oh, I've offended
I'll
him.
immediately get up and bow and go, oh, nice to meet you then, King.
Oh god, what have I done?
what does he get to be
While
king?
this conversation's going on, I'm sitting to the side of a little burning campfire, strumming my lute, hoping no one will notice.
I'll sit there listening intently, as I have noticed.
You said strumming your lute, not your. Never mind.
He knew what he meant.
How did you get here? And what's your name? Mr. Turtle. Tortoise.
Well, I'm Ludwig von Tortellini at your service. And these furbolgs found me after I was shipwrecked.
You were shipwrecked. You must be a pretty bad sailor then.
Well, it's very hard to sail a ship for 4 people on your own.
What happened to the rest of them?
He ate them. I don't think we
Well,
should trust him.
They weren't on the ship when I stole it, of course.
See, criminal.
You're a thief.
Thief, ne'er-do-well, pirate, whatever you want to call it.
I immediately checked my coin purse.
I also immediately check Ballador's coin purse.
It's bad.
I say to Minstrel, that's not my coin purse, dude.
Oh.
Was it your prison wallet? I was going to say, we're going to have to come up with something here to get you guys working together. Bear with me. At which point, we'll have Small Stuff come out and join you from his large tent, standing up to his full... large tent!
What's the matter with you, minstrel?
Standing up to his full 8 foot in height. He looks
Can,
over... Sorry?
No, I'll let you finish first, sorry.
He looks over the party and says, "Ah, yes. The young man, the turtle here, would probably like to get away at some point. Perhaps you could take him with you. He needs to get to some form of civilization."
I say, and you do realise we're mercenaries. What would you be willing to pay us for this?
Well, you've
Take
slept
this
here
thing off
for
your hands.
2 nights and eaten with us twice. Is this not a gift between friends?
And they have given us a lot of help. I think we should just take him for free.
Hey, Ludwig, this is a green thing.
Yes, you weird minstrel.
Want to go kill a dragon?
Yes, of course.
There we go. We've got a fourth.
I was going to say,
My job here is done.
fair enough.
Oh, you were so persuasive.
As long as he's useful, anyway.
At which point, Small Stuff also says, "Also, should you see my son in the forest, please keep an eye out. He was headed towards the lake last we heard."
Yeah, that's right.
Lake. Our new
Yeah.
turtle friend will like the lake.
Yeah. What does your son look like?
Like me, but about half a foot shorter.
Taller
What
or
do you look
shorter?
I changed my mind halfway through. I was going to go with taller and change my mind. He should be shorter. He's his son.
Are you? Can I just ask? Are you sure, Small Stuff?
Yeah, he
Give
did
me a
take
bro-
quite a few blows to the head.
He's taken a fair beating from the shadow creatures you didn't
Nearly
help
died.
him with. At which point, he then falls back onto his seat.
Should probably
the
go
campfire.
head to the lake. So I think we were going that way before we had to make that detour. Anyway,
We were trying to find the dragon.
I thought we were going to the lake.
Well, I wouldn't mind going to the lake to get myself some fish because I'm a bit sick of mushrooms, believe it or not.
Yeah, I'd like to go have a swim around the lake as well, see if I can find any interesting sticks.
I turned to the turtle man and say, "Do you eat meat?"
I eat whatever I can get.
Good. Then let's go. Let's go fishing.
Okay,
Hmm.
so as you head back into the forest, I assume,
Ah,
Oh,
Yes.
yeah,
Think
that's
so.
where the lake
start
is.
by making
just-
a perception check to look for the guiding mushrooms again.
I lost my notes saying which mushrooms do what. I think mine was 16.
Okay,
I'm just
Ooh,
checking mine.
20.
20.
Found them.
No one else needs to
Perception.
worry.
No, I do.
Okay, so Merrick, you have managed to find every form of mushroom. So you can find the white, which leads you back out, the green, which takes you to the village, the red, which leads you to the cave on the far side, the brown, which leads you to the farm, the blue, which leads you to the lake, or the spotted, which leads you to the graveyard.
So you wanted to go to the lake, didn't we? All of us.
Yep.
What is that?
To
The
the
blue.
The blue.
I think
So-
we should go to the lake. Oh, Balador. Don't these
Yeah.
mushrooms look tasty?
They look tasty, yes.
The last thing you ever eat.
I'm quite happy to follow the blue
Mm.
mushrooms.
Follow them.
Okay, so as you follow the blue mushroom, you begin heading through the forest. All seems quiet for now. However, as you begin to approach the clearing to the lake, you can once again hear in the trees rustling of the shadows as they now surround you to attack again. Ugh. Bear with me, I'm going to start drawing.
Oh, that's what we were doing. We were going to go dig up
So
the dead
Simon-
body, weren't we?
Simon, what do you
Ah.
what do you look like, by the way?
Long, greasy hair.
No,
Uh,
We were
Time.
told, but I didn't write it down.
I wasn't told. What weapons do you
DM
have,
did.
and what are you wearing, and stuff like that?
I've got a pair of shorts on and 2 short swords by my side. I've got like a mossy green / black shell and yellow eyes and some scars across the wrists. And I'm about 5'2", and I look like a big fucking turtle.
Cars
Not
across the
very
wrist
big
is
in this
pretty
group.
gnarly.
You're small for this group.
How tall are you? 5 foot.
Mm.
Yeah,
5'2".
but he's hunched over, isn't he?
Yeah, 5'2", like a little bit hunched over.
What's your rough weight for me, just as I'm going through this, so I can remember for later?
90 pounds.
About 400 pounds.
About 400 pounds, okay. Yeah, that's why it's
400.
relevant. He can fall through things if they're weakened structures.
Yeah, he's big.
400 pounds, and he's
Oh.
5 foot tall.
I'm
The
only
near
320.
8 foot, yeah, the near 8 foot elephant weighs 320. That's pretty high.
I've got a big shell on my back. It's all heavy.
We'll have you leading up the back of the party for now.
What
That's
skills
got
do you
to be
bring
bad
to
for
the
your
group?
pelvis.
Yeah, we'll say this was the discussion while you're walking over while I set this up.
Hmm.
I've got a very strong-looking pelvis.
What are you good at? We all know what we do. Well,
And what are you
I,
prepared to do for
I
the
say
greater goods?
I'm a brave warrior. I used to be a soldier,
People.
and I know a little bit of magic. And I use Mage Hand to slap him on the ass.
Good
Oh,
use of a cantrip.
second time you've used it.
Pointlessly.
That's probably the more useful of the two as well.
Can't remember what the other one was.
Gave a coin to someone. didn't he?
No,
You-
he picked up a loaf of bread, I think, was the first one.
Ah,
I'll
Which,
find a use for it. I still haven't used my bloody axe yet either.
mm.
okay. Can I start by having initiative rolls for the group?
That's a D20, isn't it?
1d20 with your initiative modifier, please.
Oh, so I'm an 8,
13.
I think. Am I an 8? Yeah, I'm an 8.
Oh,
Minus
shit me.
1. Oh, 9.
So we have an 8, a 6.
Plus 3? Jesus.
Exclamation point roll.
This is a very agile... Oh my god.
Exclamation
He's
point,
worse than I
roll
am.
1d20.
Copy and paste it.
Yeah.
I'm +3 as well. Oh,
6. Oh, ouch.
terrible
Okay, so we have
rolls.
2 6s, which means they'll be done in alphabetical order.
Ha!
L
Oh.
is before M.
Fucking idiot.
You were thinking of that tortellini.
Merrick gets a 9. So
So
he'll
I
have to be the
assume our
first
turtle-
member of the group.
Our turtle friend's very dexterous, then, is he? Is that what gives you initiative?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
Yeah,
we
mine's
have
-1.
Shadow
And
1,
charismatic.
Shadow 2.
Mm,
charismatic.
I'm very wise.
I have seen no evidence
Hardy
of this.
constitution.
Okay, Shadows 1 through 3 will be making up the first turns.
As
Does
expected.
it go
Okay.
in numerical order from the top?
They are
Okay.
numbered for me, but yes, I've numbered them based on the rolls.
Hold on, I can make this full screen somehow, if I remember how.
There's a
Pop
pop out
out.
button for you.
Yeah, and then full screen.
Yes. Can you see the camera now, Simon?
Yeah.
Yeah, marvelous. You're here at the back for now. I figured
Okay.
you'd be walking
The
the
outcast of the group.
new guy.
No,
I'd
trust
say
him.
the ugly one, but we are a very ugly party.
Speak for
Hey,
yourself.
fuck you, I'm a beautiful elf.
Does
How
everyone
dare
have a
you?
charisma
I am
half
over
elf.
like 9?
I am beautiful.
Strong,
Okay.
handsome elephant. Don't need no man.
Movement range standard. Okay. Fair enough. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's
So
going to
which-
make a
which-
melee attack against Minstrel. And
It's always
total-
Minstrel. Minstrel's like our tank, isn't he?
The attack total comes out to 15.
That's my armor class.
So it's just hit.
Yeah.
So damage comes out to
I'm dead.
4.
80. Okay. Yeah.
And
Got it.
your strength is reduced by 1.
Oh!
I never want to get hit by any of these guys. My strength is the only thing
Ow!
I've got.
Okay, next up we'll have Shadow 2, who's going to come straight down and attack Balador. The grand total roll of 7. That's not hitting him.
Yeah, it's only the fucking bard who gets the big hits.
So that's just
To
going
be
to
fair,
bounce.
that one wouldn't have hit me. That one hit you.
That one wouldn't hit anyone. That's just going to bounce straight off his armor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He can't quite make it. And next we come to Merrick. You are here in the center of the group. Merrick?
Sorry, I'm muted. I'm going to Sacred Flame, the one closest to Minstrel.
So going for number 1. Okay, that's a wisdom saving throw against 13, I believe, right?
Yes.
Which it's not going to make. So roll your damage. I believe is 1d8. 1. Unfortunately, it's a glancing blow with the flame. You weren't very accurate. The dark, despite your dark vision, is slightly screwing with you.
Not used to it.
Okay. Next up, we have Balador.
Yes. I would like to. I guess I'd just bonk it on the head with my greatsword.
Okay, make an attack roll. Are you casting anything with it?
Obviously, green flame blade.
Fair enough, make sure you
The
say
annoying
it.
thing is when you make the bloody thing full screen, you have to navigate your way back to the. Oh,
Oh,
That's not going to hit, I'm afraid.
wait, I
bad
didn't add the
rules.
5, so that's a 6.
6, it still isn't going to hit, I'm afraid.
Critical fail. 6.
You don't have the re-rolling one yet. You get that later.
Can I
Okay,
spank him with my mage hand?
I think that's an action, unfortunately. So next up, we have number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, who also can't quite make it to the group. So after that, we have Ludwig.
Can I run up to the one that's on his own down the bottom and hit him?
This guy?
Yeah.
You can make that nice and easy. Make your attack roll.
Jesus.
Oof.
7 plus
That's 5.
5.
Plus-
That is just going to connect. Make your damage roll.
By the way, now we've fought these guys a few times. Do we know what kind of damage they do?
They're hitting you so far with physical damage, but it drains strength.
It's 15 because Swashbuckler gets sneak attack when there's no one nearby.
Fair! 15.
Nice.
That's going to take that straight out.
Oh,
What?
it's the
It's
right
fucking-
idea bringing this tortoise along.
So that's number 4. I want to put those back in order in a minute. So after Ludwig, we have Minstrel. Unless you want to do anything else.
No.
No. Okay. Minstrel, you're up.
Can I assist Balador, please?
How
I want
so?
the assist action.
That.
In doing what?
In him attacking his next creature.
So you want to move next to him to do that?
Yep.
He is next to me, isn't he? Oh no,
No,
the
he's over here,
the
and
elephant.
you're over here.
Yeah, I want to move round. Next to
Okay,
him.
so we'll say we'll move you to there, so you'd be able to assist with his attack if he goes for number 2. So you're going to take an attack of opportunity from the shadow.
Ah, shit. Okay.
Does
I'll take that.
assisting basically mean you're going up behind him, like grabbing his arms and being like, "Oh, get him!"
Well,
Pretty
I guess
much.
it
Hmm.
basically gives you advantage on your next attack roll. So that's a total of 10.
10 damage.
No, 10 to hit. Minstrel?
No.
Okay. So next we come to the last shadow's turn. It's going to come in 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6. Who can't quite get to anyone either. Okay, so we lost number 4, so I should take him off the list. So we have shadows 1 through 3 again. 1 is going to come attack Merritt. He doesn't have to move far for it. It's a total of 4. That's not hitting.
Not even
Number
close.
2 is going to take another swing at Balador. It's a total of 15.
No dice, I think.
No,
That's
I
a
don't
miss.
think so. And number 3 is now going to close the distance in again and also take a swing at Balador.
Oh, he's activated my trap card.
It's a total of 16.
Miss.
Ooh. Okay. So now we come to Merrick.
Gonna sacred flame the one that attacked me.
Okay, number 1 again. So rolling against 13 wisdom. It's not going to make that. Do you want to roll for damage again?
Better.
3.
And they are weak to me.
They are. Okay, that's looking not too happy about that. Next we come to Balador. Unless you want
Right.
to move anywhere.
No.
I don't
Does
think
this,
so.
does this assist thing? Does that
You roll with advantage because he's going
Yeah,
to.
but does that last a whole turn or just for one attack?
It will last for one attack, yeah,
One attack. Oh, okay. Well,
until his next turn.
I guess I'll hit him with my greatsword. I feel like I'm
The-
going to be saying that a lot with this character.
Which one? Number 2 or number 3?
The one I hit before or attempted to hit before.
Okay, number 2. So roll
Ah.
with it. Roll with advantage. So roll again. 9
Nine.
Before that's 14.
14. Yep, that's going to hit. So make your damage rolls.
So that's oh god, here we go. Oh, it's green flame blade, by the way.
Yeah, fair enough.
Can we just assume that I'm always using green flame blade if I say I'm hitting him with my greatsword,
Maybe.
in case I forget to say?
So you have to remember to do the damage as well. If you roll
So
without
it's
it, we move
2d6
up.
plus 1d
Plus 3 for your strength modifier.
plus 1d8. So that's 12.
So 12.
And that's
Yep,
that's
that
it, is
one.
it?
That one's gone.
Was there
And then
something
you
else?
add 2 damage goes on to number 3 as well for your
Yeah.
intelligence modifier from Green Flame Blade. So number 2 is now gone.
Yep. And cantrips are a main action, aren't they? They're not a bonus action.
They vary. Some are bonus actions, some are reactions, some are action.
I
Your
should've
ones are
looked at-
main.
I should have looked at that when I was picking them.
You probably should have.
Feel
Okay.
like some shit.
Anything else you want to do?
No.
Okay. Next, we'll come to Ludwig.
Where am I?
You're down
Back.
here.
Can I just run towards the closest one and hit him with both swords?
You have a choice between number 1 here or number 5 here. You'd struggle to get to number 3.
No, one's fine.
Number 1. Okay. So you're moving up to the end of the line. And you're making an attack again. Go ahead. 13's going to hit. Roll your damage. Nine against number 1. Okay, that's going to, having been weakened by Merrick, be taken out very nicely with a few stabs to the face.
It's not all left to me to get the killing blows now.
Nope, I do need to open my notepad to put down there.
So I put them down to 1 HP, and then you guys get all the XP from finishing them off.
I
Pretty
didn't
much.
say.
It's like when we play video games together.
Oh.
Okay, anything else, Ludwig?
No, I just walk closer to another one. If that's
You're
possible.
still standing next to number 5.
Good.
Okay, Minstrel, your turn.
I, realising what a dire situation the party's in, I pull out my rapier and I lunge at the closest one to me.
That'll be number 3. Make your attack roll.
Something's happened to you. A speech minstrel. You had a stroke.
Been drinking.
No, I've got a mouthful of sausage.
Oh, Ava. Too many jokes.
1d20 plus
Dexterity modifier.
5.
21. Nice.
That's a hit.
That's going to hit, so make your damage roll. 6. Okay. It looks rather unpleased with the fact you've done that.
I whimper and take a step back. I don't take a step back.
Okay.
Good thinking.
So, next we come to Shadow 5, who's going to make an attack straight against Ludwig.
Okay.
Gets a total of 11.
No.
Nope, okay, that's fine. Now we come back. We are through Shadows 1 and 2 to be struck from my list. So we come straight to Shadow number 3, who, having just been stabbed by Minstrel, is going to make an attack back.
On who? Minstrel?
Gets a total of 12.
Dark off. Not going to hit.
Okay.
Safe.
How do I
So-
convince things to attack me?
There are abilities for it.
Get like some kind of taunt.
I was going to say you could actively taunt them, but you'd sacrifice your bonus action, like casting Green Flame Blade. Your call. Okay, so next we come to Merrick.
Oh, Sacred Flame, the shadow attacking minstrel.
Okay, so rolls against Wisdom. It's not making that. It's a natural 1, so roll for your damage. 2. Okay, it doesn't look pleased at all. It's been burned mildly by Sacred Flame here. It's not having a nice time. So next we come to Balador.
Time to finish it off.
So there's 4 of us, aren't there? Which means there must be 2 bad guys. I bet you can't guess what I'm going to do.
I'm going to
I'm going to hit
attack.
him with my greatsword whilst casting Green Flame Blade.
Fair enough. So
That's 22.
22, that's going to hit. So roll your damage.
I need to find a better way of rolling damage. Roll 2d6.
So that's
Roll.
10,
1d8,
11.
14.
So, no,
Yes.
I already added your 3. That's
Oh,
11
my bad.
total.
11 rats.
I was doing it, don't worry. Okay, so that's going to take him out nicely as he just burns away in green fire. Ugh. So next we come to...
I put my hands
3.
up in victory.
There's one more. So it's now Ludwig's turn.
There won't be one more anymore.
Can I get to the other one?
You're standing next to the other one.
Can I hit it?
You can make an attack, certainly.
Oh,
That's not going to hit, I'm afraid.
Dear.
So
Down to you, Minstrel.
we now have Minstrel. Yep, unless you want to move.
I take it he doesn't want to move because he's
No,
just silent.
probably not.
no.
Okay. Well, once more. Actually, that
Once more into the breach.
Friends.
I'm gonna. I think ponder for a moment, strumming my lute. I will run rounds and stab him with my rapier.
Okay, make your attack roll. +24 is going to hit.
Oof.
+5. You both got +5. That's. We're all really stabby, aren't we?
Mm-hmm.
Not me with my poor
4.
mace.
Unfortunately, it's rather ineffectual. The spear seems to go through. Shadow pours out, but it seals up almost immediately after.
Don't
Yeah.
give a shit. I stabbed him.
Okay, he's now going to claw back at you.
Dear.
It's now his turn. Or its turn.
Who?
The shadow. That gets 13.
Nope.
Nope, okay. So we now come back to the top of the round with Merrick.
Sacred Flame.
Sacred Flame, let's roll. That's going to make it saving throw this time, so no damage, unfortunately.
Fuck you.
You can still move.
I'm good.
Okay,
On the ground.
Balador, you're up next.
This assisting, is that bard only, or can anyone do it?
You can help other people with it.
I'm going to hit him with my greatsword.
Okay, let's move you close in. So make your attack.
That is a 22.
22. That's going to hit. So roll your damage.
I feel like maybe I should copy paste the rolling of the damage bit.
Hmm.
Yep, that's gonna finish it off.
14.
So now as he
Kill
once again
rats.
burns away in green fire. That's going to end the combat there. So, as you now, I assume you want to either look, the shadows have dissipated. Are you going to carry on to the lake or are you going to head off somewhere else?
Did they drop any stuff?
Unfortunately,
God.
the shadows just seem to dissipate into smoke after being killed. Black smoke
Can we
heads up to the top.
can
the
we put the
forest.
smoke in a jar?
Do you have a jar?
I've got a bag of rats.
I didn't. Oh,
You have a bag with
Rat
a
bag.
rat, I remember.
hasn't it got 2 rats? Or did you
It's a
fail
rat
the?
bag.
No,
Oh,
I
he missed.
I ran around and couldn't catch the rat in the field. So I've got a bag of holding containing a single rat.
The rat bag.
The
It is
rat
a
bag.
rat bag. It is a specially enchanted one that only will hold rats.
From rat bag.
I vote we push forwards, and I'll play you all a little tune on my lute.
Okay, so who's heading straight towards the lake?
Oh, I'll take point.
I'm gonna as well, yeah.
Yeah.
Push
So
it
we'll
forward.
have you up front as you come to about here. And you two come to about here. Following behind. Okay. So, as you reach the lake... I'm going to make sure it's all on camera still, quickly. Yep. As you reach the lake, you can now see a tall Furbolg standing over in the water. He seems to be sleeping on his feet, resting his head on his great axe.
You there!
Don't startle it.
What the fuck?
What are you doing,
At
man?
which point, he does start up and immediately look over you, grasping the axe.
I grasp my greatsword in response.
I think I'll step forward and try and diffuse.
I want to try and slap
that
Minstrel
fight.
on the arm and go, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Make an attack roll. Ludwig, make an attack roll for that.
Don't kill him.
Adding what?
2. No, it didn't hit him. You managed to somehow miss in the dark. Okay. So, who was going to try and speak quickly? Actually, I'll put him on the
I think that was Merrick.
Merrick.
Well,
Yeah.
I was going to
So we'll have him about there.
calm him down.
Okay. So he's now staring at you, holding a great axe.
Roll for initiative.
Wait for it. He's got to say something. Give him a chance.
Just we come in peace. No harm. We've just come from the camp. Where? What's
And
his
who
name?
did you speak to at the camp?
Oh,
He
Mr.
calls out.
Small stuff.
Ah, so you've met my father. Come over here into the light. As you can
May
now
you rest in
see,
peace.
Okay.
as you now see, he's been standing in the lake as the only area in the forest that's had natural sunlight on it. So
I'd
you
very
agreed
much
to
like
come
to
over.
join him.
Okay.
I also go over.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go over too.
Okay. That just leaves Balador. You heading over with the rest of them?
What, to the lake? To the shore
Yeah.
of the lake? Yes, and I would like to use my spear to attempt to catch a fish.
Okay. Make an
What?
attack roll.
In front of the
Attack
animal-loving furbolgs.
Yep.
Fish aren't animals.
He manages to actively catch your spear and stop you from hunting in his forest.
Oh,
Move.
I say, oh,
At which point he shoots you a look and
That's-
re-tightens his grip on the great axe.
I thought you were going to say he shoots me.
That's
Right, okay. I say,
surprised.
oh, that was just a joke, and then I magic the spear back into my hand, hoping that he'll be impressed.
He doesn't seem too impressed. He does then begin to speak. Well, now we've got any unusual behavior out of our system. Now, I've been sleeping here because it seems the shadows cannot enter sunlight. This has been problematic as the canopy is very thick. I can move a little, but catching any of the beasts in the direct light seems to be beyond my skills.
Excuse me, sir. Have you considered burning down the canopy?
Burning down the forest which contains my home.
Yeah,
You're
I
supposed to
mean,
be the charismatic one.
Yeah, that sounds like a pretty good idea.
I mean, it would resolve the issue of the shadows, but whether or not the magic is holding them here overall is another matter. They would surely
Balador,
spread at night.
Balador suggests that these shadows are probably infinite, and we need to destroy the source of the shadows. And I
Hmm.
have a suspicion that it may be the very same dragon that we're here to hunt.
The dragon, I cannot see being related to the shadows. They seem to come primarily from the graveyard.
Where is this graveyard you speak of?
It's not too far from here.
the rest of the party doesn't tell Ludwig where the graveyard is.
Or how to find
Fucking
it.
asshole.
The rest of us know.
I could guide with you to the graveyard to deal with this
If you would come
issue
with
if
us,
you think there's
would
something
be-
there.
that would be handy if you'd come with us.
Oh, we've lost Balador.
Dear.
He's just called me.
Oh,
I'll answer the phone.
Well
Okay.
done, Balador.
Sorry?
nodded
just
off for a
called
second
me.
there.
You just called me and dropped out of the chat.
Yeah, I didn't realise that was what would happen when I pressed that.
Did you want to
Let's
send a
carry on.
private message? Which is how I'm communicating stuff I don't want the rest of you to hear.
Right, moving swiftly
I
on.
think we should
Carry
try
on.
and find
like-
the source of the shadows.
I could show you. I shall show you the way to the.
I have this
Graveyard.
weird feeling of deja vu. Like this was the original plan all along.
Mm.
And somehow the party have collectively forgotten.
But we now have someone who knows the forest better.
Also, no one going to ask his name.
Big stuff.
We knew it.
Unfortunately, not. Do you want to
What's
actually
your
ask?
name?
Because you just shouted those words out to him.
What's your name, friend?
I'm sure my father explained we do not often have names. In the village, I am simply known as Guardian. However, if you wish to call me something, I shall take it as a name with your group to make life easier.
I shall call him Squishy.
Okay, then my name shall be Squishy.
Okay.
Standing at 7.5 foot tall,
Assuming he doesn't
ripped to
really
high
know
hell,
what the word squishy
wielding
means.
a giant great axe made of wood.
Well then, Squishy, lead the way.
Is this character you created a personal fantasy of yours, Craig?
No, it's just a. It'll become relevant. You'll work it out when his combat starts.
So, Squishy, can I ask you, how do you hold such an edge on your wooden weapon?
The wood we work for our tools is magical.
I
We
see.
grow it out of the trees themselves.
No. You've explained. That's
That's enough for me.
I fall back to the rear of the group away from Squishy.
Not wanting the full explanation. Fair enough. Okay. I'm gonna say I need everyone to make a stealth check as you approach the
not good.
graveyard. And Squishy will be represented by the wolf. For future combat reference.
-1 for stealth.
I need to clear this and start building the graveyard.
Oof.
25! Natural 20.
Oh no.
I'm a stealthy fucking toad.
And
I'm not a
16
stealthy
total for Baldor. Okay, as a group, you feel fairly stealthy. You can see what the result from that is in a minute.
I'm letting the
Yeah, we
group
can
down.
use-
Too big.
We can use the turtle's natural 20 to convince the elephant not to trumpet while we're walking along.
It's a group stealth check. It works to your advantage having some people who are particularly stealthy.
Are you
Can
trying
I
to do
hold his
water?
trumpet as we're going along to stop any noise coming out of it? Or are we not quite that close yet?
Don't
I'll
want you
leave
to
that up
do
to you
that,
two.
so you can roll for it. I don't know what you roll strength.
He'd be rolling to catch you. You'd be rolling to avoid. I'd say they're
No,
both...
I don't actually want to.
Okay. I was going to say they're both acrobatics, I suppose.
No one touches the trunk, man.
Touches the trunk. Fair enough. Okay, so
Strangle you with it.
you managed to get to the graveyard uninterrupted. You now come upon a series of mounds which have small trees beginning to grow from them. Oh, let's start drawing. So this area is still surrounded by trees in a tight circle.
Oh, is this the graveyard?
Yes. And there are small trees growing out from the area. We'll have small stuff leading the way.
Where
Followed
did small
Squishy.
stuff come from?
Not small
Squishy.
stuff. Squishy, sorry.
What
Squishy
do
will
you
be
mean,
leading the way,
squishy?
followed by, I'm going to say, the cleric and the warrior. Makes sense?
Yes, please.
Considering Minstrel was trying to avoid him as he explained his magical wood.
I
I need
didn't
to
know we
start
had a
using my
warrior.
hit points to absorb damage.
We've got a highly skilled wizard. I don't know if there's a warrior in our party.
Are you a wizard, man?
Yeah, I'm a wizard in
Is what?
chainmail with a two-handed
Fighter.
greatsword.
Okay.
Ooh.
So for this one, the red area is going to be the small trees, and the blue area is going to be the mounds. Just so you know what's where, roughly.
The
Okay.
burial mounds.
Yes.
Have you got a
assume
bruise
so.
on your elbow?
Me?
Yeah. Or is that
I
just
don't think so.
so.
Could just be the light.
I'm going to ask Squishy What's the best way to pay our respects to the dead? Wait, are they gravestones?
They are the mounds of earth, which is why they're about 10 foot long, give or take. You think who's mostly going to be buried here?
Oh, big hairy people.
Well, I know what I want to do.
Hold up, I'm not quite there yet. So
No,
you're up.
no, already made
Hang
my
on, I'm
mind.
going to ask. I'm going to answer the first question.
There's nothing you can do or
You're
say.
not looting the
that affect my
graves.
mind.
You're not looting anything.
First things
Please
first.
say.
Squishy is going to respond to Balador, saying, "Simple. Don't disturb the wrong ones."
But which ones are the wrong ones?
Leave that to me, my good friends.
Can we do that
Okay.
thing where I talk to him, but talk to him so he's facing away from the rest of the party, so you guys could all just stealth around and loot all the graves, like in
Oh.
Divinity?
I am lawful good. I'm not looting any graves.
Okay. So, what were you going to do now, Minstrel? You would be next.
Right? Yep.
Yep.
I say as I kind of pull up my sleeves and take my shirt off, and then realise it's a bit cold and put my shirt back on
And your armor.
and my armor. I would like to cast Detect Magic and take a
Okay.
walk around the graveyard and find out where it's strongest.
Okay.
Can I follow him?
I'm gonna
Immediately.
stay. I'm gonna stay with him. I'm gonna stay like basically right next to him in case something happens.
You can detect magic aura the entire way around the graveyard, but before you started walking anywhere, you can immediately sense it's coming from this grave. Got it?
Yep, got it.
Okay, as you take a single step into the graveyard, since you wanted to come through first, we will now have everyone make an initiative roll as the enemies begin to appear from the graves.
Can you put me next to him? Because I did say I was next to him.
Yep, so you'd be there.
Oh, that's better.
Where are my pieces? So, number 1 would be here.
Oh, I just burped.
18 for me.
5, 2, 4, and
Finally,
Is there
some
anything
reasonably
our
high
turtle
rolls.
friend isn't good at?
Oh, mine was meant to be a 3. Sorry, I did a 5 by mistake. So
so
minus
it's only
2.
12.
Yeah.
Okay, let's start rolling for the enemies.
Okay, I'm just going to
I feel
peek.
like someone hasn't rolled. Oh no, you're at the top there, aren't you, Merrick? Okay.
Fine. So, pen. So, Merrick gets a 15. Ludwig gets 17. Balador gets 17. So, Balador's going to be the top after the first enemy. Then, Balador, Merrick, the next shadow. No, not Merrick, sorry. Ludwig.
Is me
Sorry.
or Galador?
So it's, Balador, Ludwig, the next shadow, Merrick,
Yeah, because I get
Minstrel,
+1 as well. I didn't add my
Shadow.
+1.
Shadow. 1, 2, 3, and Shadow last. Okay. Okay. So, beginning the combat, the shadows which have risen from around the graves are the same as the ones you've seen before. However, this one over at the back, where Minstrel managed to detect the stronger magic, appears to be something more sinister.
Okay.
It looks larger and has a seemingly more solid form. Okay, so beginning off with its turn. It's going to move 2, 3, 4, 6 to there, and it's then going to disappear from your sight.
Oh dear.
So, next we have Balador.
I say, seeing this thing disappear, I say, trickery is this. I shall not be fooled by some weird wizard shadow thing.
Okay, make a perception check to see if you can see it.
I haven't finished what I was saying.
Oh, okay, sorry. What were you going to do?
I'm a smart orc, and I realise that if I hit the one next to it with green flame blade, it will reveal its location. Won't it?
in theory.
If it's
Is
still
it
there.
better to ask you if that would actually happen?
It would attack an adjacent enemy, but I need to double check if you can do that without being able to see it. Bear with me.
How the hell would we find that out?
It'll be
Guys,
in the
we
description.
need to call the police. There's a bear with Craig.
Oh God!
Bear with me.
I see.
Hilarious.
No, creature that you can see within 5 feet of it.
All right, I'll do the perception thing then. Okay.
Okay. Make a perception roll. 5. And its stealth is going to come out to... Nope, you're not able to see it.
Right, I'm going to just charge the one. Can I swing where I thought it was, or no? That's probably a stupid idea, isn't it? I'm just going to charge the one next to it.
So you're just going to attack number 3 in the center.
Yeah.
Okay. Make an attack roll.
I'll go one back from there though. One square back from there.
So here.
Yeah, can I still attack him from there?
Yeah, still within 5 feet.
Okay.
Make your attack roll.
Yes, I shall just find the bloody. Come on, Dice Maiden.
It's a 9 total.
Does that
That's
hit?
not going to hit, I'm afraid.
All right.
Swing
Very
and a
good.
miss. Straight over its head. There's a shadow. Not easy to see. Next we have Ludwig.
Can I run up to the same one that Ballador ran up to?
One. Your movement feet's 30. 5,
30.
30. Yeah, no, you can't quite get that far.
Can I dash then to just get there and
Sure.
then do nothing?
So you want to come over to here.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's the end of your turn. Next up, we have Shadow number 1, which is creature number 2. Who's going to come 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Comes straight down here. And end its turn there. Next up, we have Merrick.
I'm going to blast the Sacred Flame, of course, to the one sort of top of the screen.
Here?
Yes.
Number 5. Okay. So rolling for its wisdom check. It's not going to make it, so roll for your damage. Come on, Dice Mate. Try it again, I think it's gone through.
Like that
There
one.
must be a lot of people playing D&D right now.
Oh, yes.
Oh no, it has gone through. 8. So that'll definitely do it. With that, that's actually going to catch it directly in the center and burn it out of any semblance.
Oh, he's
of
back in
existence.
form.
Back in form indeed. Let's go to my notepad and make sure you get your experience with that. So next we come to Minstrel.
Right. I say, clicking my fingers. I want to bardically inspire Ludwig.
Okay.
Oh.
Ludwig, you get to take your 1d6 inspiration dice.
I turn to Ludwig and say, he used to do that for me.
Nice.
And then I want to cast Vicious Mockery
Mm-hmm.
on. Can you point them out to me? Because I'm confused.
Okay. So, beginning, we have Shadow, Shadow, Shadow. Those are the only ones you can see. You can make a perception check
Okay, no,
to
no.
try and
I
spot
want
the
to
big one.
viciously mock Shadow, please.
2, 3, or 4?
2, please.
2. This one. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's going to make a wisdom saving throw. 10? No. So roll your damage, 1d4, and it gets disadvantage on its next attack. Which I will have to remember for number 2 is 2. So it takes 2 points of damage. Looks at you a little pissed. And then we'll come to...
I look around smugly.
How do you inspire?
Well, I'm very good at singing, you see, and
Yes,
acting
good.
and poetry.
Yeah,
So
yeah. Just give him a quick blast on the ocarina. Everyone else cover your ears.
I feel so inspired.
Can't you just
Okay.
feel it?
Okay. Next, we're going to come to Squishy.
Squishy.
Still can't believe you picked that name. Squishy,
Minstrel.
at this point, is going to bite his own lip to draw blood and fly into a rage.
Ooh.
It was either Squishy or Minstrel 2. So
No, you picked the best one.
Yeah, I think you made the right call there. So he's now going to immediately charge for the near 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the nearest enemy and make his attack roll. Which, with his 5, is going to be 17 in total. That's going to hit. So he's going to roll for his great attack. Plus rage, plus. Gets a total of 17 damage. So that's going to take out shadow number 4 with a decent kill. Just cleaved straight through with a magic wooden axe. And he's then going to take out. So we've lost shadows 4 and 5. So we now come to shadow 2's turn, which is number 3 to throw me off. Who is going to make an attack again, since they're
with
both
disadvantage.
with disadvantage against Balador. First roll is a natural 20. That's unfortunately not the one we're using.
That was lucky.
The second roll is a 12 plus 4 for 16.
It's a miss.
Ooh.
Yes.
It actually
Vicious
worked.
mockery finally pays off. Okay.
The bad thing is, though, I've been waiting all day to use my own defensive spells, which would have saved
Well,
me from that natural 20. Never
you'll
mind.
get a chance eventually. So next we come back to the big fella's turn, who is going to make a sneak attack on Balador. So you guys can't see him, so I've just got to keep track of where he is in my head. Okay.
Oh, he stays invisible. Jesus.
You can stay invisible until the attack actually hits. So that's a 20 total.
I would like to use shield, please, to put my
Shield?
armor class up to 22.
Oh, Jesus, really?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Nice.
Shield. An invisible barrier of magic force appears and protects you. Until the start of your next turn, you have a +5 bonus to AC, including against the triggering attack, and you take no damage from magic missiles.
Fair. He is now behind you from where he launched his sneak attack, and his attack having failed, he's because it hit a magical barrier behind him, he's looking a little pissed.
I wonder if, yeah, it seems like you shouldn't be able to use that against sneak attacks, but it doesn't mention sneak attacks, so.
No, I'll say if it doesn't mention it, then you're fine. Oh, wait, hang on. I need to check the general sneak attack because it might not allow reaction spells.
Oh no. I died. R.I.P. me. Why did I have to carry on? Why didn't I just keep my mouth shut?
No, you can still cast a reaction spell.
Nice.
So, congratulations, you managed to block that rather marvellous attack. Next up, it is Balador's
me
turn.
big strong. And I can see him now.
He is now back in focus.
And he's
Behind you.
so I'm between two of them, am I?
You're between Ludwig and the Shadow Demon. I
Oh,
shouldn't have said what it was. It's the big one. Sorry.
so my green flame blade. Right,
Guys,
oh,
I think it's a shadow demon.
I'm gonna attempt to hit the shadow demon with my
Okay.
two-handed greatsword whilst using green flame blade.
Okay, make your attack. 7.
Oh.
It's not going to hit, unfortunately.
I'm going to use action surge and try again.
Okay, try again. 12, 17. That is going to hit this time. Make your
Yeah.
damage roll.
2d6.
So that's a total of
1d.
11 plus your fire damage.
God, I'm rolling low on these damage rolls, man.
So that's 11, 13 points of damage.
Yes.
Okay. So, this kind of worryingly doesn't look like it's done a whole lot to the Shadow Demon behind you.
I look kind of worried,
Okay.
realizing that we don't have anyone in our party who does magical damage. Wait, green flame blade's magic. So
Green Flame Blade is magic.
If he's
Fire.
still a shadow, then my sacred flame might be okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, next up we come to Ludwig.
I'm gonna stab him with my sword.
The one next to you, or are you going for the big one?
I'll go for the one next to me.
Okay, make your attack roll. Seven. That's not going to hit, I'm afraid.
Oh, can I use a bonus action to stab him with my other sword?
You don't have a multi-attack. Can you use a bonus action for that?
Yes, you
Can it?
can. Offhand weapons, you can.
I think anyone
Dual
can.
wielding. Yeah. Okay, go ahead. You do this without your proficiency modifier.
Yeah, for the
But that's still going to hit.
Let me guess, 7d10 plus 14.
Ludwig, you could have used a Bardic Inspired die on your first roll as well.
He could have. He
Probably
would have
wouldn't
needed a very good roll.
Yeah, it wouldn't have helped on a 2.
It was total result 7, but even so. Okay, so that's 3 points of damage to shadow number 3. Okay. Next up, we come to unit number 3, shadow number 2. So next up, we come to shadow number 1, who is going to make an attack at Squishy.
By the way, now I've seen him do an attack. Do I know what kind of damage he does? The king, or whatever he is.
The big one.
Yeah.
Since the attack didn't connect, you're unsure exactly what kind of damage it is.
Okay.
And that is going to be a total of 15 against Squishy. That's going to miss. So, moving on to Merrick.
I think I'm going to sacred flame the big man.
Sacred Flame, the big one? Okay, so it's got to make a wisdom save. Again,
13.
gets a total of 12.
Ha!
So, roll for your damage.
Come on. Yeah.
7.
Jesus.
Nice.
Don't you have a
Yes.
spell that does like 7d 50 damage or something?
4d6. I've got one. But
That deals what seems to be highly effective damage, as it seems to burn away temporarily part of the Shadow Demon before it reforms. It looks pretty pissed off at that and is now turned to face you.
good.
Next up, we have Minstrel. Unless you wanted to move.
No, I'm going to stand my
Okay.
ground.
I take an arrow out of my bag and I kiss its tip very gently.
Tip.
Yep, right on the tip. Maybe
Okay.
tongue it a little bit as well. And then
Poison damage.
I take off my longbow and I aim at the one next to the turtle.
Okay, number 3.
and
I'm
I'm
say
going-
bonus item there.
And I'm going to shoot it.
Okay, make your attack roll.
No. Okay. Roll 1d20 plus 5. Ooh.
8 total. Unfortunately, that's not going to hit.
Maybe I won't kiss it next time.
Clearly bad luck. Next, we come to Squishy, who is going to be taking a swing at shadow number 1, unit number 2. And he's going to use, since that's a natural 1, his ability to re-roll it using Rage. And get a 15. Okay, so he's going to make a damage roll with the Great Axe, totaling out at 17 damage.
I feel like
Awesome.
you're trying to show me that I rolled the wrong kind of fighter.
No, I was going to say,
This is what you
I'm
could have
rolling
been.
really high. The barbarians are very different to fighters. So that's going to be that one off. And the whole point of him is kind of to help you out with this, because I've put you up against an absolute nightmare.
Oh,
You'll see if it actually manages to hit one of you in a minute.
oh god.
Oh,
Oh no. I should have moved.
If I end up incapacitated for another session,
Mhm.
I'll be lying in a tent unconscious for 2 hours.
It won't be your own fault this time.
He's then going to make a charge straight over to the last shadow. And using his bonus action, he's going to cast the cantrip to move. to attempt to move the canopy away above the shadow, which is a Firbolg trait. So, and the shadow will have to make an acrobatic save, which it does, so it still misses, unfortunately. No damage from that. Okay, next we come back to the last shadow, who's now going to, dodging around the light, make an attack against Squishy. 6. Nope, that's not hitting anyone. Okay, we now come back to the Shadow Demon, who is going to turn for Merrick.
Bring it on.
2,
Attack
3.
of opportunity.
Yep, make your roll.
For me as well, or?
No, you're a square too far away, I'm afraid.
Was it
13 plus 5, that's going to
18?
hit. Yep, so roll for damage
God,
just for the
yeah, we
great sword.
Oh, yeah, because I can't Green Flame Blade, can I?
No, because it's not your turn.
Look at that.
Okay.
All of the ones. I swear, every damage roll I do has at least 1/1.
Yeah, that is unfortunate. If we were playing with actual dice, I'd say you need a dice gel and some replacement dice, but... Okay, so it takes that off its back and just carries
It's
on.
8, by the way, not 5.
Okay.
Or what? It's probably actually about 2, isn't it? Because
He is, unfortunately, does seem to be resistant to non-magical attacks.
Do I know? Just a quick question. My axe. Do I know that? Is that a magical axe?
That is, in fact, a magical axe.
Right. Okay.
Because you're attuned to it, you would know that by now. Okay, and now it's going to make its attack against Merrick. It's a total of 21.
Flip. Yeah, it's a hit.
Okay, it does not have advantage, so it deals 10 damage, which you can feel resonates straight through your brain.
Oof, it's got corona.
Where's your god now, elephant boy?
Oh, you wait for it.
Is that what you say? Is that what Minstrel says?
We'll call that a bonus action to call it out.
You're not supposed to be mocking me.
Okay.
Disadvantage, do I?
There's no disadvantage, unfortunately, from that. That's just your party member being a dick.
Oh.
Okay, so we now come to Balador.
Right, I'm next to a shadow bloke, aren't I?
You are, in fact, next to one of the shadows, yes.
And I've already used my special ability. I'm just going to quickly. I don't care. I'm charging the shadow demon.
Okay. So you're going to move directly next to it, over here?
Yeah.
So you're behind it?
Yeah.
Okay. So I assume you're making an attack?
Yeah, doesn't the guy get an attack of opportunity?
Oh, yes. The shadow, unfortunately, is 22, so you are going to take that. Unless,
Why did I say that?
yeah, you reminded me it was a terrible idea.
I don't like
So that deals 3 damage.
Can I use
and-
reactions against attack of opportunities?
No, because you're already moving.
Yeah, didn't think so.
And you take 3 points of strength damage. So
Ooh.
you lose 3 to your strength
What, forever or?
until a long rest. You've been through this before with the first ones with Minstrel.
Yeah, but I didn't actually take any strength damage.
No, but
That was dumb. So how much normal damage did I take?
so you take a total of 4 points of normal damage,
And then 3 strength damage.
3 strength damage.
Where do I write that?
So just make a note to yourself that temporarily your strength has been reduced by 3. So what's your
So-
strength normally?
17, so I've got a +2 instead of a +3. I'll just
Yeah.
remember that. I'll just remember it because if
Yeah,
I
it's
change
just
it, I'll probably forget to reverse
put it back. Yeah, that's fine. So you've now got +2 for your strength rolls.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Right,
make your attack roll.
But whilst running, I've dropped my greatsword and pulled out my battle axe.
Okay.
So I'm going to do Green Flame Blade Battle Axe attack,
Okay.
which is a 1d8, I think. No,
1d8 or 1d10 if you're wielding it both hands.
I am wielding it both hands, so it's a 1d10. That is
So-
a 13.
14, isn't it? Oh no, because you went to... Yep, 13 just hits. So it's
Nice.
close.
1d10,
That's not quite right.
1d10, and then
4
1d8.
plus 2 is 6.
11 plus 2, 13.
13, yeah. So, and that can all actually come off. Because it's now a magic weapon. So this has a reasonable effect. It's now looking a little worried by the fact you're actually suddenly able to harm it.
I look into its eyes and say, "Me smart orc, me no fool by you trick." I don't know why I suddenly started speaking like a Warcraft orc.
It mutters back to you in your brain using telepathy, and you will die like an orc.
Oh. I
Only
try
you
and hide
heard that, so
Don't orcs traditionally die surrounded by sexy young maidens?
I believe orcs traditionally die on the battlefield.
Ah, okay. No, I must be thinking half elves. Sorry.
Think about yourself.
Oh, of course. Next we come to Ludwig.
Go on.
Where am I? Who am I next to?
You're over here with the last shadow.
Can you
Bardic
do your
Inspire!
Can you
Bardic
do your
Inspire!
7d6 plus a million attack that you did before?
Only if no one else is near me. I'm just going to hit the one near me.
Okay. Make your attack roll.
With Bardic Inspiration? Question mark? Hashtag?
You can choose after
He
he
needs
what roll
to.
this. That's it.
Oh, I would like to. How much is it?
Roll 1d6 and add it to the total. Oh, lucky.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that's
You're getting more inspiration dice, young man.
Oh,
So that's going to connect. Make
Oh.
your damage roll. Nine. So that's already taken. Yep, that's going to finish that off. So as you stab straight through it, it dissipates into shadowy smoke once again.
And then can I, for a bonus action, try and hide behind one of the mounds?
So you're going to move 5 feet and duck behind there.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to turn you round. Make a stealth roll. And remember the number for me.
Well, it's a 20, obviously.
That's it.
It's a 19.
Oh,
Close enough. Okay. For any enemy to see you, the perception roll must be higher than 24. So you're very stealthy. You blend in perfectly to the mounds of earth being green and yellow.
What's the fucking point of having a stealth bard?
got grass. He's got grass all over his shell, hasn't he? Or muscle.
Yeah.
He blends in perfectly.
His lack of showering's playing off.
it's like a rock.
400 pounds.
Okay, next we come to Merrick.
I'm actually going to use a guiding bolt on Mr. Demon this time.
Ooh. Okay.
I think that's +5 for my roll.
Yep, so you make an attack roll and add 5.
Shit.
Oh,
Unfortunately, it sails off into the distance.
that was like our only chance.
No,
It's
You
not
can do
gone
that
well.
again, can't you, next turn?
I've got 3 more.
3 more? I thought you had 2 more.
I've got 4 spot slots.
You have 4, fair.
Mm.
Okay.
Pretty
One
much
anyway.
Picked a
Yeah,
proper
level
magic.
1. So, Minstrel, you're up next.
Right, can you point to me on the map?
Here.
And where's the monster?
Here. In between those two.
Yeah, bastard melee wankers. Okay, well,
Whole party's melee.
I'm gonna shoot him with an arrow and making a very clear point not to kiss the arrow.
Okay.
In fact, I pull it
Well,
out of my bag with a look of disgust.
Okay. Make your attack roll.
He's noticed that Chris has suddenly turned into a hunter again.
Mm.
It's his natural way of life.
Not
I
got
don't
stealth
even
much, yeah.
bother releasing the bow, and I just drop the arrow on the floor and huff angrily.
Okay. Would you like to use your bonus action to do anything?
Pick the arrow up again and then drop it again.
Yes,
thinking,
I'd like to pick the arrow up and put it back in my inventory, please.
Run
I was
away.
thinking Bardic Inspiration, but sure, keep your arrows. So don't knock one off for the total.
Wait, Bardic Inspiration's bonus action?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can cast it as a bonus action. So next we come to Squishy, who is now going to have unfortunately run out of his rage for a number of turns. So he now has to take a strength penalty to put it in again. As he does, and charges straight to the Shadow Demon. Before making his attack roll, which is going to miss. Unfortunately, not as a natural one, so we can't re-roll it. Okay. Next up, we have the Shadow Demon's turn again. So the Shadow Demon
Bring it on, coward.
is going to make an attack against you because you've pissed it off.
Balador, yes.
Yeah. And is now going to get a
Shut
total
up,
of
minstrel.
21.
Guess what I'm going to use?
Shield again?
Yeah.
Okay. So, once again, it catches attacking in your shield. And we now come back to Balador.
I would like to grip my axe with two hands and say, "Now this is how you kill something," and bring it down upon his right middle finger.
Right middle finger. So, right middle claw. 2. You are aiming for far too small a target and miss completely.
I blame the axe.
Sure. Ludwig, you're up.
Can I? Can I? Has he noticed me? Can I sneak attack, throw a dagger at him?
I'd say you'll have to make another stealth check to move to get a line of sight because he's quite surrounded.
Okay.
So make a stealth check and we'll see what happens. Eight. Unfortunately, he's going to spot you with that through his passive.
Oh, I'll just throw a dagger at him anyway with no sneak attack.
Okay. So you'd have to move to there to get that shot off. So that's the near biggest gap. Okay, make your attack roll. 11. That's not going to hit, I'm afraid.
Okay. Can I move any closer? And then
Yeah.
that's it. I'm done.
2. Wow. You can move all the way up to him if you want.
Oh,
Okay, I do that.
So next up we come to Merrick.
Have to try my guiding bolt again.
Okay, make your attack roll plus 5.
Ooh.
16. That is going to connect this time. So roll
4d6.
4d6.
Oh, please.
17. And with that, the guiding bolt manages to disintegrate the Shadow Demon apart from its fangs and claws.
Suffer me
that's-
now.
I now need to work out 75% of that experience because that's an awkward number.
I jump up and down on the spot and clap gaily at Merrick's successful vanquishing of the demon.
You missed it all.
I search a battlefield and pick up Balador's weapon he dropped.
You're now trying to successfully lug a very heavy greatsword.
No, I'm going to try and pick it up, but I'm going to walk over really confidently, bob down, try and pick it up and fail, and then I'm going to awkwardly drag it over to Balador and give it to him.
Very kind of you. However, whilst you've been doing this, and we'll say you're all nearby, who's going to try and grab the claws and fangs from the Shadow Demon?
I'm gonna have can I just look at them first? Can I roll a look at them check? Or...
Yeah, you can make a perception check. 19. They appear completely black in nature and appear to contain even down to the roots of the teeth.
Contain what?
You know how a tooth looks underneath the gums? It's got that part of it still, as if the flesh disintegrated, but
see.
the teeth remained.
I look at our turtle friend and say, "These could be used as daggers, couldn't they? You're a dagger expert, aren't
They're
you?"
not quite that big.
Is that what he says?
No, that's what you should have worked out from perception. They
Oh,
wouldn't be big enough for daggers.
Okay, I pick up the teeth, I guess.
Okay. Mark them as shadow, claws, and fangs.
Well, maybe we can make something out of them when we visit a town.
Possibly. At this point, I'm going
By
to
the
say...
way, one other thing. Instead of taking the greatsword from Chris, from Minstrel, I magic it into my hands while he's halfway through dragging it towards me, and then laugh at him.
Okay. It flies straight from his hands, and I would like Minstrel to make an acrobatic save.
Oh God, what have I done? I thought it just magicked.
He's quite
Yeah,
acrobatic.
it flies over, like Thor's hammer, remember?
What happens if it's like on the other side of the world then?
It flies around the world. 10. I'm going to say you managed to take your hands out just in time before it sliced through them.
I'm
Lucky.
going to start and slap Alador on the back and just go like, that was hilarious.
Also, Minstrel, did you at any point during that combat cast a spell?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait, did I?
I remember you
Yeah,
cast
I did.
Detect Magic at the start. You did cast Vicious Mockery, didn't you?
Yeah, Vicious Mockery.
Okay, so that will have ended Detect Magic. So, highest passive perception is Merrick. So you'll be the first one to begin notice. The shadows are reforming
Ew.
slowly at this point.
Can we leave? The
You
shadows
may
are
want to try
reforming.
and get rid of the source. Does anyone remember what it was?
What's
Has
that
combat
last
started?
burial mount?
HP, wasn't it?
Wait, has
Uh,
combat?
It was the one on the furthest side, and it's kind of facing horizontally, and
Hmm.
it's
Who
there
wants
was
to go?
bad juju coming from over there.
You detected
Right,
it.
I'm going to run. I'm
Um,
going to run.
I don't recall. I can only assume, as I was for some reason my spell didn't tell me. I can only assume it was still necromancy magic. I was
Still
detecting.
necromancy, yes.
Yes. So bad juju over there.
Right, I'm going to run to within 30 feet of the bad grave, and I'm going to use mold earth,
Okay.
and I'm going to
So you move
activate the
over
grave.
to it. So removing 5 feet of earth from the top of it, you can now see the body half decayed and somewhat surrounded by black magic. Visibly black magic.
All right, I turn to.
That's racist.
I turn to.
Necromancy.
God, who do I turn to? I turn to Merrick, who I assume is the second smartest person in the party, and I say,
Maybe.
I think these holding the claws and the fangs in my hand have something to do with that, pointing to the grave, but I don't know what. Does anyone have any suggestions?
Not really. It's out of my area of expertise.
Me
Merrick,
being
make a religion check.
What's my religion?
Say you've come over to look at the grave,
I get
and
plus
everyone
3.
else has begun to follow.
me overhearing the conversation.
Religion check.
Oh.
17.
17. So you've realised the body needs to be A, removed, and B, purified as quickly as possible. The easiest way to do this will either be by performing a holy rite on it using any source of water, or burning it away using any form of holy fire.
Holy fire? No, I could do
Right.
green fire.
I was
You my
just gonna
sacred
rush over and
flame.
set fire to it.
That would have been a good suggestion.
I would assume Sacred Flame would do that.
Yep, and since it's already dead, you just have to roll for damage.
Awesome.
It's a corpse, so it shouldn't take a lot.
7.
Yeah, that's going to do it. So as the body begins to catch fire and the white flame burns across the reins of it, the black magic surrounding it clears, and you notice the forest becomes noticeably lighter, no longer held in actual shadow, now held more in a sort of purple light.
I want to step back away from all of this because this scares the crap out of me.
Good call. It should. At
Yeah.
which
Okay.
point we're going to have Squishy's rage
I
end.
want to pop over to the tree, but near me. I'm pointing on my bloody screen. That doesn't help.
Nope.
But the second grave, basically directly behind everyone.
This one.
No.
This one.
No. Next
This
one.
one?
Yeah. And I want to
Yeah.
stand in that tree and I want to take a whiz.
So you're peeing on the tree.
No, I'll pee on the grave.
You're
Why
peeing
not?
on the grave.
Dare
Okay.
you? Can I stop him?
You're busy
I'm
purifying the
trying.
body at this point.
Oh no! To let him desecrate a grave.
So we're now gonna have while he's busy doing that, Squishy's gonna come forward and come out of his barbarian rage. Or berserker rage even, sorry. And say, my friends, this should revert the forest to normal. For now at least. Please, as he now hands to Balador, who uncovered the body, his axe. Please, take this. I shall grow a new one.
I bow my head in respect and say, "You fight like a true warrior. I would have loved to have had you back at my side when I was a soldier. Maybe things would have gone better."
I fight like a raging fool, as I've often been told before. However, you could probably make good use of this.
Could you
Now,
please describe to me this axe and what exactly it does?
this is a basic magic axe. It is a +1, which means you add 1 to your damage and attack rolls. It's a great axe, so it deals 1d12.
Nice.
Pretty good.
Great axe.
Tell me, Fluffy or whatever the fuck your name
Squishy,
was.
you named him.
Squishy. How do you get your wooden axe so sharp?
It's grown sharp, and thanks to the hardness of the wood, it stays that way.
That's a good point, actually. I would like a quick guide on how to maintain the axe from.
It's not too difficult. Simply water it every day.
Right.
It behaves much like a living plant.
This is a really cool axe.
They're magically grown to shape, as are all our tools.
Now,
Alright.
as we've just had that
In
massive
return,
fight,
I would like to offer him a sip of my dwarven spirit and take one myself.
left.
Sure. You make a Constitution saving throw. I shall make one for small stuff. This will probably drain the bottle. He's a big lad.
I'm alright. I
Oh.
rolled 19.
And he rolls, with his Constitution modifier, a total 20. So you
Yeah.
both managed to successfully take a sip and stand there going, good friends, and something I've not tasted before. It's unusual.
So it's disgusting, but it makes you feel tingly inside.
Fair enough.
Right. I was going to use my X-ray vision to look inside the graves, but now he's giving me this axe, I'd probably feel guilty. Simon's going away for 3 weeks.
Okay, here's what
I
I'm
would
going to do.
say
can
we
take
ought to have a
brief break.
We should go back to the village camp thing. I think. No. Unless we want to stay here.
Well, we'll say you head back to the
Out, it's spooky as shit.
No, it's not spooky anymore. It's purple.
Start to light up again.
Yeah, it's lighter than it was.
Yeah, purple's a good colour. Purple means bard.
I don't trust this stuff, and I don't know magic, and I'm dumb as shit. I'm
Fair enough.
uncomfortable.
I
Are
know
we
magic
having
very
a
well.
rest?
You'll be fine. Yeah, we need a proper rest.
So at this point, then, since you express need for a rest, we'll have Squishy guide you back to the village, and so you can borrow some lodgings for the time being.
Yeah.
As he
Thank
then
you,
heads
Mr. Lodge.
out of the forest to go fetch the rest of the village. So everyone can take a long rest and restore their things, and be aware you'll be waking up in a populated Walk village.
Okay, I would like to attune the my new axe instead of my greatsword.
The new axe does not require attunement.
Oh, I don't mean attune. I mean, made
Oh,
so I
bond.
can bond or whatever it's called.
Yeah, that's
So
fine.
that's a
So you-
+4, and my strength's back to normal now, and I got my spells back, I assume.
Yeah, you get all your spells back as well.
And I roll 3d10, do I, to get my health back?
No, long rest you fully restore.
We do an
Oh, right,
XP as
okay.
well.
Yes, I shall run through XP in a moment. Just let me wipe
God.
the mat off
But that
before it
means
melts.
if I level up, that means I have to decide on a spell.
Am I allowed to ask Mr. DM what level Ludwig is? Is he level 3 or is he level 1?
Ludwig would start at level 3 because that was the average level of the group.
Cool.
If he was level 1, he would have been thoroughly screwed if he got hit.
Oh,
Okay, Ludwig, I'll be running through everyone else's experience first. If you want to go for your smoking away.
okay.
See you next week.
He can't take that long, can he?
Next session.
You
Definitely.
clearly have not played video games with Simon in a while.
No, I have not. Also, the
That's
internet now
something
knows his name.
By the way, would
He lives at 164.
You don't
Is it-
remember the road name, do you?
is it
Groveside
possible
Hill.
to
Alright, I'm going to pour myself a drink quickly as well.
is it possible to not pick a spell if I level up?
You can leave it blank for a minute till we get onto a bit where you have time, if you like. Okay, so experience beginning with Balador. No, they're always in alphabetical order, dude. But I will
Yes,
do
meme for
Ludwig
you.
last. So Balador, 18.
I do believe I get an extra spell slot now.
Level.
Oh no, I get one extra spell slot and one extra spell.
What level are you?
Oh, if I've leveled up, that is.
So you gain a total of 1,685 experience.
Cool.
And I have leveled up. That puts
So if you're
me
over
at
2,600, you can level up. Do you need me to go through that with you?
2, 3. Hold on. 1735. 2, 3,
Silly
3, 5.
orc.
3335.
3335. Yep, so you're up to level 4. I will double check if you get anything for
Don't
Eldritch
think,
Knight over level 4.
don't think I do actually get anything at level 4 apart from just an extra
I
spell.
will check your base as well. Hang on. Martial archetype. No, you have hit your ability score improvement though. So you
Ah.
can now choose either a feat or you can choose to increase any 2 of your base ability scores by 1 point or 1 by 2 points.
Did you say a feat?
Feats are an option, yes.
What is that? What's a feat?
They are in the app I sent you, but for example, you could take. Let's scroll down to one which would be good for you. Warcaster. So that allows you to maintain concentration saving throws on a spell, and
God.
you can perform somatic components, which is you're moving your hands or whatever, even when you have a weapon or a shield in both hands.
Do you
So,
want to
for
skip to
example,
the next? Do you want to skip to the next person while I just read up?
sure, you look over your feats. We'll come back to you in a minute.
Is this
Okay.
is it in fighter or?
The feats is a separate section. It's a long section in my app. If you just want to keep it standard, just use
Dungeons
the
and Dragons feats.
Yes, that's probably a good way to go. Okay,
Ah.
next we'll do Merrick.
Oh, yeah.
Eight 100. You gain 1,860 experience.
Oh, that's what I had to start with.
This is literally just doubled your experience.
Yeah.
I told you that Shadow
That's-
Demon should have been nasty.
It's a definite level up.
Okay, so I will check over Cleric for you very quickly and see if you gain anything, and your new total spells, etc. So, your new total spell slots at level 4 are 4 first level spells and 2 second level spells. No, sorry, 4 first level spells, 3 second level spells.
3 second. Blimey.
Yep. And going up to level 4, you learn another cantrip you can choose.
Oh yeah. I've got to look at those.
And yeah, it's ability score improvement for you as well. It's just if there's anything on order. So you can either have
wish
a feat or you can have your ability score.
I don't know what you mean by ability score.
So you know your basic stats.
Hmm.
You can add up to 2 points to any of those. So you can pick
Oh.
one to get. So for example, what's your wisdom? 13,
16.
16. So you could put 2 on that to make it 18. or you could put 1 on that to make it 17 and add 1 to your strength, for example.
I might add 2
When
to
it-
wisdom.
When it comes to feats, Mr.
Yes?
DM, do I count as an elf?
You count as a half elf. There are half
Oh
elf.
yeah, half
specific.
elf options. I've just seen that, just as I said it.
Okay. So I'll work out your experience next, Minstrel.
Seem a bit rubbish. Increase your strength by 1. when you
Minstrel,
wear
you get 1,625.
Yeah, I've leveled.
Okay.
Is chainmail heavy armor?
Chainmail is in fact heavy armor. I meant to be pouring a drink while I was doing this. I'm getting a little thirsty after.
How bad would it be if I picked a feat now? Could I change my mind? Or
No, feats are set instead of ability score improvements. It does let you have some customization to the class, though. Oh, that's better. Ice cold water.
I just wish I'd known about their existence.
So you
like
could have looked over.
before. Yeah.
Well, since you want to be a frontline fighter, I assume primarily? Or Warcaster actually might be pretty good for you.
Don't I have a something like that? Warcaster.
Warcaster means if you're channeling a concentration thing, or you can actually cast spells even when you're using your two-handed, even if it's like launching acid.
No, but I don't have any spells like
Oh
that.
god, there's a hell. The feat list is massive.
It is huge, yes.
It's actually not that big once you
Break it
Take
down
out
to what
all-
you qualify for, yeah.
yeah. Proficiency with 4. I think for me it's going to be either between heavy armor master or lucky. Lucky seems like a really good all-rounder.
Lucky. Oh yeah,
Whenever you make an attack roll,
you could
Or-
up to 3 times per long rest. What was the other one? Heavy armor master.
yeah,
The +1 to strength would probably be good for you, because
yeah,
that bumps you up into the next category as well,
if I
and it reduces all damage you take by 3 for
Non-magical.
non-magical.
yeah, which I assume is going to be the majority of damage I take, right?
It depends what you're fighting.
Yeah, but just in general, things are more non-magic than not.
You never actually managed to take an attack, as far as I can remember.
You can accurately recall anything you've seen or heard in the past month. You always know which way is north. That seems rubbish.
You also might want to consider tough, which would get you at your current one 8 extra hit points.
More about dealing damage rather than taking less damage, though.
Oh no, it allows you to take more damage, so you don't have to worry about it. That was the thought. Or equally, you could take athlete.
Oh, that's the one that lets you charge shit. I do charge a lot of stuff.
It's
Oh, no,
yeah,
it's
when
not.
you're prone standing, it means if once we start getting into some more complex enemies, you'll have some advantage. But
Oh,
you've got
ones that knock
there
you
are a
prone.
lot of options.
There was one that was about charging. Oh, charger. That's it.
Charger lets you make
Uh.
the charge attack as long as you're moving more than 10 feet.
Heavily armored. Gain proficiency with heavy armor. But I already have proficiency with heavy armor, don't I?
But that's probably not for you.
How many feats does a character get? Is it like
In theory, you could take them all your ability score improvements, which would be at level base. So
I feel like
ability
it
score
makes
improvements
sense.
show up at 4.
So I
See?
could either get like +1 strength and +1 intelligence, which would be quite good, or get +1 strength and -3 damage from all non-magical weapons.
So as a fighter, you get them at 4, 6, 8, 12, 14, 16, and 19. I'm guessing that's not the same for everyone.
Hello, I'm back. Yeah.
You're back.
So,
Great
oh,
weapon.
Okay.
Jesus.
Adds
alive.
10 to
Um,
attack damage.
Sorry,
So
we're
ha-
just running through feats with these guys.
Ignoring feats for a second, if I
Yep.
took ability score improvement, how would I
Yep.
do that?
So you can add either 1 to 2 abilities, or you can add 2 to 1 ability.
What does that
Any one
affect?
you like. So you could add 2 to your charisma, 2 to your wisdom, 2 to your dexterity.
Okay, I'm going to add 2 to my dexterity.
Okay.
It's now 18.
So you take an ability score improvement for you.
I have as well for wisdom.
You have as well for wisdom. That's fine.
And I'm going to
18.
go for Heavy Armor Master.
You're going to go for heavy armor master. Okay. Copy that and put it into your sheet so you know what it does.
I am
So
taking
I'm strength
guidance as
18
a
now. Does
cantrip.
that put me at a +4?
Sure. Yeah, okay. So Ludwig, you gain 1,605 experience.
I'm gonna go get a drink while you're doing that.
Oh, I've just noticed my dexterity is now 18.
So you get plus
so
4.
my modifier is +4. Woo!
And so I take 3 less damage against all non-magic attacks.
Yes. So
I hope
Ludwig,
that comes in
I
handy.
don't know if that'll be enough to quite put you to a level like the others.
Stupid
Maybe
lovely.
I just do it at the end of this session.
Provided how far we get, you probably will. I was just doing experience. We've been doing it whenever we take a long rest, to be honest. Or a long or a short rest, we've been doing experience.
Lucky does seem really good. I might get lucky when I hit level 6.
I was looking at lucky. I went, oh, fuck me.
So basically, you can roll 4 advantage attack. And considering we have like a long rest after pretty much every fight,
That's because you're cowards. Right, let's clear off the experience.
we should probably stop doing that at some point.
I'll leave Ludwig since he plans to do it at the end of the session. Everyone else, don't forget to add on your
Oh, don't
new
have to
hit
roll.
dice and roll for your
What is it?
new
1d10,
you do a d10 and add your Constitution modifier.
2d10,
1d10.
1d10.
So you take 5.
What do I do?
You pass this. Hang on. Bard rolls 1d8.
A +4 then for the Constitution because I've got +2 and then I'm proficient in
No,
Constitution.
it's not a saving throw. So
it's
you
20.
take a total of 8 more health. Because you
8.
take the average roll. Because I'm being
32.
kind.
No,
Okay,
level
so
4.
I got 2.
you also take the average roll of 5.
So that's 27.
Is that including your Constitution modifier?
Oh, no, it's not. It's not. Thank you. Thank you so much. 28.
28. Okay.
Can
It
I
wasn't a lot,
ask,
but it was there.
before we have our long rest, can I ask Minstrel to cast Detect Magic on my new wooden axe?
I'm not wasting a fucking spell.
Okay.
I just had a
Also,
long rest.
sorry, Balador,
Oh, it's-
before we go any further, don't forget you needed to add 1 to your strength for Heavy Armor Master.
Yeah, so I'm now
Although-
at 18, which is +4.
Detect magic won't tell me what's on your axe. It will just tell me the class of magic,
I
which
just want to find out what if it's magic.
presumably would be enchantment or something along those lines.
Yeah, but is it magic? That's what I want to know.
I thought Squishy told you it was magic.
He said it gives me to a +1, or you said it gives me. Does that
I
mean it's
explained
magic?
how it worked. It's a basic magic weapon.
Oh right, okay, all right.
Yeah, bloody hell.
I'm
Balador.
there. I'm with you.
Merrick, are you back?
Yes.
Okay, roll for your hit dice. You also get a d8.
My hit dice. What am I on? 3d8.
You don't roll that many. You just
Yeah.
roll 1 for the level.
Oh
up.
yeah, I see it now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where do I roll?
Dun,
Check
dun,
something
dun,
else.
dun, 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 dun.
5.
5. Okay, so you take that 5 and you add your Constitution modifier.
Which I forgot what it was. 3.
3. So you get a total of 8 and add that to your total health.
Sick.
Fair.
Brings you up to
Okay, don't forget
36.
to up your total hit dice to 4 of whatever your hit dice is.
D8s.
And same goes for Baldur and Minstrel. Okay, moving on. You awaken the next morning, now well rested in the Furbolg village. There is a general bustle as they seem to be rebuilding and putting things back to rights which have been damaged or taken apart by the shadow creatures.
I would like to go to small stuff and say, are there any members of your village who are versed in the arcane arts?
Having found small stuff now sitting at his home in the largest tree at the back of the village, he says, unfortunately, our alchemist was probably your best bet, but she was killed during the first invasion.
It's a shame because I wanted to ask someone about these, and I show him the fangs and black fangs.
He looks over them himself for a brief moment and says, well, they're monster fangs. And that's all he can give you.
I let out a very loud, audible sigh. Ugh.
I apologize for him.
I believe these are something to do with the curse that has befallen your village.
The curse appears to have been lifted. There's no more great shadows
You're
blocking out all the
welcome.
light. Yes,
Means that
I
means
thank
I'm
you
cursed.
greatly. Is there anything we can do to repay you?
I say, well, a nice meal wouldn't go miss, and perhaps
Sure.
some alcohol.
Alcohol, we have something a little unusual as he heads up to the shelf and takes down a small bottle.
Nice.
We add this to our water to give it that kick the city folk tend to like. As for a meal, you're welcome to as much mushroom soup as you would like.
Have you got anything that isn't mushrooms?
Not a lot. We tend to subsist mostly on the giant mushrooms grown at our farm.
Can I have your permission to hunt in your forest and fish your rivers and lakes?
Provided you do not take any meat out of the forest, if you understand my meaning.
Okay, so I have to shit before I leave the forest.
Pretty much.
Gotcha.
Also, leave no blood. Tidy up after yourself.
Right.
I would like to approach good friend Small Stuff,
Ah, yes, little bard. How
and
can
I
I
want
help?
to walk up to him and give him a big hug and say, Mr. Small Stuff, I've got a gift I would like in exchange for saving your village.
Of course. What would you like, young friend?
Can you make me a new wooden ocarina?
As he now walks over to the wall of his own tree, to where there is a small outcropping, and begins muttering as quietly as he can, as a new ocarina grows out of the wood. You now have an ironwood ocarina.
Woo! I throw
How's
my
that different?
I throw my current ocarina away.
Very well.
Ironwood ocarina.
I'm going to pick up his ocarina.
This new one's louder, you see.
So you're throwing the ocarina away that you stole, that got us into a fight.
Don't question the logic.
Right. I
Mr. Minstrel.
say, well, your hospitality is very much appreciated, but we are still here on a mission. We've been sent to kill this dragon. Is there any information you can give us to help us in our quest?
As Ballador's saying that, I'm still glancing at Ludwig von Tortellini, who actually has nothing to do with the quest to kill a dragon.
Look, I'm just in it for the money.
No, because we said, do you want to kill a dragon? You said, do you want to kill a dragon? And he said yes. So now he is.
Ludwig, do you want to kill a dragon?
Although you're not on the payroll for the Adventurers Guild, so
That's
Yeah,
true.
but dragons tend to have hordes.
you might.
Hordes of what?
Riches.
You know what dragon? Yeah, you know what dragon hordes are. Come on,
True.
they're in every fairy tale from the beginning of time. Okay,
I
Why can't
skipped that class at the Bar College.
fair enough. At which point he says, "Ah, yes. So you wish to know anything about our young dragon? Well, I can tell you her name is Iserica.
Sorry, once more.
Iserica.
I
Serica.
didn't quite catch that. Once more.
Do you want me to spell it for you?
Yep.
Is this is the dragon evil?
She's never been cruel with us. She even is courteous enough to never drop bodies or hunt
would
in the
like-
forest.
Although, as he said last night or the night before, she has been out of sorts lately.
Has been out of sorts lately. She has been keeping to herself far more. She hasn't come to
I
visit
s-
me.
I
all.
smile smugly at my memory recall.
I say, since you know this dragon well and you appear to be friends with us, friends with it, would you care to join us on our journey to meet this dragon and perhaps convince it to stop killing the villagers of?
For now, I fear I must focus on rebuilding. However, I could hand you, and he very briefly takes down a large wheel which was hanging on his wall, which, as it turns out, appears to be made of some form of cheese. She does tend to eat this. It's a mushroom-based cheese we make.
Hold on, you told me you only had mushrooms.
It is mushroom.
Can I try some of this cheese, please?
He cut you a small piece off.
I try the cheese.
It's disgusting. It's made from mushrooms.
Balador is paralysed for 4 turns.
Not again, thankfully. Food.
Wait.
Eating
How
the
the
right
fuck do you
mushrooms.
make mushroom cheese?
I'm not answering that question.
Like a vegan thing, isn't it? That doesn't.
In a magic
it's a
forest.
process of fermenting and magic.
Right. Well, are we leaving immediately? I asked.
Okay, just before we do, Minstrel, you wanted the spelling of the dragon's name. Iskieerka is
Okay,
Serica.
and in which language is that written?
That's Draconic.
Okay. I should know that. I speak Draconic.
You should.
Slight memory lapse again.
In fact, I can audibly comprehend every language, so...
Oh yeah.
You have that circlet.
Right.
Okay.
Well,
What do you want to
I'm gonna go back to the party. Where I assume we're all chilling around a fire somewhere. Do they have fires? Do Furbolgs have fires?
They
Or
have fires in the forest. They make
they're all
them.
chilling around a fire eating mushroom soup. And I ask, do we want to leave immediately or do we want to rest?
I'm
You
happy to
correct.
leave.
I think we should take this opportunity to have a celebration and maybe a song and dance.
Can we
I
just
say
Do that on
is-
the way.
can we assume that we did that last night?
You can sing
While
us
we were
through the
having our long
forest.
rest.
It's fine.
But I wanted gold. I wanted to put on a performance.
Oh right, yeah. Well,
What makes you think the
can't we-
Furbolgs have money to give
Can't
you?
we retcon that?
But
Oh,
they
shit,
must
I
have
still
wooden money.
I still haven't picked another spell.
It won't be useful in the
It's
anywhere but the forest, surely.
Yeah, they are trading with the city, but as far as you don't know whether that's for goods or for gold.
Assume they're trading this magic wood stuff, but
Well,
So
that-
where are we at the
Yes.
moment? Are we sitting around the fire? Or
You're
Yeah,
currently
Craig,
sitting
yeah.
around the fire. Balador's come back and explained his interaction, and Minstrel's come back and explained that his only request for a reward was a magic ocarina.
And
I
my
don't
only
remember
request
saying
was-
that.
I do. You asked one to be grown out of the magic wood.
that was your
Hey
request.
guys, I
Save the
found an
forest.
ironwood ocarina.
Deception
yes,
check.
That's what we explained to Turtle and Elephant.
Who are
Thank you.
currently enjoying mushroom soup.
No, I'm not. Not eating that filth. Just
Is
bread
there
and
any
water.
booze? Do the Furbolgs have any booze?
I say-
Balador has a small bottle, I believe.
Is any left?
Balador doesn't tell the Turtle about the small bottle of booze.
Fair enough.
I would like to, as I was in the room when he got the small bottle of booze, I would like to pick his pocket and then hand it to Ludwig.
Could just tell
Make
him.
a sleight of hand check against Balador making a... I'm going to say perception check to see if you notice him doing it.
So that D20.
D20 plus whatever your perception modifier is.
21.
Oh.
Oh, close.
17 to 19. You managed to catch him doing it and stop him taking it out of your bag.
As he
catch him
grabs
and
my
I
hand,
slap
I
him on the face with my mage hand.
I will then
Okay.
subsequently tell Ludwig that Balador does have some booze on him.
You don't know.
I do.
No,
I said you drink
You
it.
I haven't drunk it yet.
Been drinking it.
The dwarf
No,
spirit that I shared
he
with
only
the
just picked
farm.
that up from source stuff.
Oh,
He
that
finished the
new
dwarven
stuff.
spirit.
I've
Oh,
now
it's all
got a
gone.
Furbolg spirit.
Yeah.
I'd like to have a go at Minstrel and basically be like, you shouldn't steal from your crew. Like, these are your men. You should treat them well.
I would like to use Mulder. No.
They're not
let's
his
get
men.
carried away. Should we actually just do something now rather than just whatever it is we're doing?
I apologise, Balador, and get
Aye.
up and start to leave the fire.
I fully expected that.
Go find this dragon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. So we're all heading off for it. So, as the light has now returned, the mushrooms are far easier to see. You can see the entire range, so you can, if you can remember which one it is, head straight to it.
I want to go to the red ones.
Can we remember?
That was the dragon, wasn't it? No.
Yep.
Red, is it? I
Yep.
can't remember. I don't have my notes.
Yep, the red mushrooms were in fact the right ones.
Okay.
Well done. So you now come to the far side of the forest a short while later, at which point we're going to say, Minstrel, I want you to roll a perception check.
Don't tell me.
I won't tell you what for yet.
Perception.
Yep.
That's wisdom. I've only got +2.
And roll an acrobatics. No, make it sleight of hand, sorry.
I'm sorry, as a DM, I have to say you said acrobatics first, and that was
It's the same,
sleight
isn't
of
it?
hand. Roll 1d20 +5.
14. Okay. During your travel, you managed to both spot and capture a single rat.
Oh my fucking god! I'll stick it right in my rat bag.
Okay. You now have
Oh,
a
I got
rat bag
permission to hunt.
containing
Simple
2
pleasures.
rats. Did you want
I
to
would
hunt anything on the way?
I would like to. What do I see anything worth hunting?
There are small animals, mostly rabbits, ferrets, and a few other things.
Oh, I wouldn't mind a nice gamey rabbit.
Okay. Make an attack roll.
I think I can give you guidance on that, if needs be.
11.
That is a. Oh, what is it now? With my spear.
What are you throwing with a spear? So spear is, so you would have proficiency, but I don't know if you get your thing. Hang on, 2 seconds.
+4.
+4. Okay, so 15. That's going to hit. So we'll assume that just insta kills a rabbit because they have like 2 hit points.
I would like to stow this rabbit in my bag and then use my battle axe to cast Mold Earth to bury any evidence of its death.
Okay, very kind of you. So as we now come to the edge of the forest, you are now at the large hill which protrudes through it. There is a cave entrance you can see. You can feel warmth coming out of it, and for some strange reason, a small amount of glowing light. The time is approximately midday.
I suggest we make a fire and gather our senses before venturing forth. Secretly,
Oh,
I just want to eat my rabbit.
Sitting around a fire for ages.
I reckon that's a great idea.
No. So that's
You
a
wanna-
one yes, one no.
Oh, I don't mind. Fine.
So you want to stop and wait? How long for?
How long does it take to cook a rabbit? Half an hour? 20 minutes?
If it's a big fire, 20, 30 minutes.
20 minutes.
So you're taking a short break there.
And everybody can watch me eat my rabbit.
Okay.
I'm not going to share it out. I know we're lots of
Um,
big people, but still.
Seeing as Merrick says that, I give him half the rabbit.
Fair enough.
Eat
So
that straight
everyone
away.
else can mark off their lunchtime rations.
Okay.
I haven't even got rations in my inventory, so I suppose
No,
You
I've
had
got enough.
50 in your original pack. My total calculation means you would have gone through about 12 so far.
Okay.
So you should have 38 remaining, make it 37.
Very good.
Because you kept running off before you got anything from like innkeepers trying to sneak out on the bill. You've
Stealing
used more
things.
than everyone else. Okay, it's half hour later, you've eaten, you're set up outside the cave.
Are there any signs of like people around the cave, or like like tracks here or anything like that?
Make a investigation check.
Mitigation.
Stop eating, you fat fuck. Stop it.
You either wanted +1 or you wanted to just do it.
17.
17. You notice some fairly obvious dragon tracks leading into the cave. You can't see any signs of people coming around, but there is a small off crop to the side, which clearly people have been using to either stash things on or leave them there for the dragon.
Dragon tracks are enough.
I walk up behind Ludwig, I put my hand on his shoulder, and I say, "Those are like dragon tracks to me, my friends."
I'm just going to really sarcastically thank him for his information.
Right, I say, well, I say this. Well, first of all, how big is the cave? The cave entrance.
The cave entrance is about between 20 and 25 feet tall.
So definitely big enough for an elephant and also a dragon.
Yeah. Merrick could
Alright.
stand on top of himself and still have room to move in here.
I
Good.
am very impressed by this skill.
If
You-
only.
It wasn't exactly the point I was making, but sure.
How does one stand on top of oneself?
I mean,
Right,
good-
forward, men. Let's go into this cave.
Okay,
'Cause,
so you're coming
turtles.
into the cave.
I want to say yes, sir, and give it a really mocking salute.
Fair enough. I'm going to need that one in a minute.
And a little wink.
before we go in, I want to nudge Merrick and offer him a sip of my new Furbolg alcohol.
I would take a sip of that alcohol. I've done my fair share of battle. My alcohol fast is over.
Fair enough.
Need a drink.
Okay, you're taking a sip directly from the bottle, are you, Baldur?
Yeah, I'll take it first, and then I'll offer it to him.
Okay, so as you take your sip, you suddenly remember what Small Stuff said as they mix it with water, and you suddenly take a very strong hit of alcohol. And I'd like you to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Easy.
9. Your intelligence is reduced by 1 until your next short or long rest.
11. 11, not 9. 11.
I will still take a sip.
Okay. I would also like you to make a Constitution saving throw.
I'm going to get a +3 on that as well.
13 intelligence. Does that reduce my modifier?
Yeah, word from +2 to +1. 20. You amazingly hold your alcohol very well. You store it in your trunk.
After I finish coughing and spluttering, I express my impress in my.
Man, you only lost 1 intelligence. It's not that bad.
Never mind.
You're
He
impressed
He wasn't.
by
He
my
is an orc
abilities.
after all.
Me impress. You good drink alcohol.
Lokta.
Fair enough. So,
Going
as
into
we
the
enter the cave further, you notice the warm glow is coming from a single chamber up ahead. You can see, as you approach the edge, there is a large dragon sleeping on a small pile of treasure.
I stop immediately and just stand there silently.
Have a look around.
I'm scared, but I'm not
So,
looking at
Merrick's making a perception check.
Yeah. +3 again for that.
9.
Although I could sniff around.
Well,
I
do you
get
want to
advantage,
try and
but-
smell? Make
Just
another one.
because that one was so terrible.
Okay. You can smell there's clearly a damper tunnel to the back of the room behind where the dragon is sleeping.
Mhm.
However, as opposed to just looking around, you can see the dragon and you can see the rough shape of the room. It seems to be mostly circular with a domed roof.
At least there's a way out at the back somewhere.
Hmm.
I will relay that information to everyone.
Okay.
quietly, I hope.
Yes, a whisper.
I quietly sneak into the room.
Okay, make a stealth check.
I want to quietly follow.
Okay, both of you make a stealth check.
I can't stealth after, I'm afraid. I'm too big.
Oh,
Yeah, no way I'm
Nice.
stealthing in there. I
21
thought I was tough till I actually saw the dragon.
and 20.
Ooh,
Okay, you both feel fairly stealthy.
sneaky boys.
What do you want to do in the
21 is
room?
just barely stealthy. I'm
Hmm.
definitely not stealthy.
I want to
Okay,
have a
I'm
look
gonna
round.
I'm going to draw the room while we go so you can see what you're coming to.
There we go. That's me looking around, you see.
I'm going to be back in about 30 seconds to a minute.
Here we go. That needs to be on a proper block. So we'll put it there. Let's see. We've got you guys
Big dragon.
sneaking in. So we have.
Is that a big ass dragon?
There's a big ass dragon.
You're just sneaking in towards it.
And you two will say have come to here so far. Sneaking in to have a look round.
You're
Okay.
gonna
Hello?
What was that?
I heard a weird noise.
Ludwig.
Me too.
I be behind Minstrel.
Okay, you can be behind Minstrel if you like. Look, I'm not going to make that joke. Okay, what does everyone want to do next?
Is Minstrel going to make perception, or is that your perception?
No,
Just look around the room. So he's got the shape now. The treasure is currently underneath the dragon.
no, I know what I'm going to do.
Okay.
Distract him.
Do you mind if I quickly roll? But it's not an actual roll. It's just going to be flipping a coin.
Sure. Roll your 1d2. You didn't. I don't know if you assigned head or tails to which one. So 2.
Okay, no, that's decided.
I'm back.
Okay. So at the moment-
Hello? Good morning. I'm sorry to wake you. I yell in Draconic.
Oh no.
Okay. Are you going to get closer before you do that, or are you just going to do it from there?
No, I'm
A
going to do it
bellow.
from there.
Okay. The dragon's eye immediately opens to a small slit, and then, realizing there are people in here, she screams loudly in Draconic. Who speaks Draconic?
Me.
Minstrel.
Anyone else?
Nope.
I do not.
Okay.
I
So,
speak Orcish. Orcs are green, aren't they?
unfortunately, no one asked the color of the dragon. So,
God
You
damn.
What colour is the dragon?
the dragon is bronze
Huh?
in color.
Oh, that's time. She controls time.
Not World of Warcraft.
The bronze dragonflight.
Oh dear. Right. So, at this point, she's going to open her eyes and scream in Draconic, which only Minstrel would understand. You fools, what are you
Bronze is
doing
the colour.
here? They will have control again soon, and at this point, I need everyone to make a dexterity saving throw.
Ooh.
Ow.
Don't know
Whack her
if
up,
dexterity's good for me. No. Although I have guidance, I can't use that on myself, can I?
Is it a
Do I
reaction?
need to make one being right behind him?
Everyone will need to make one.
Oh.
I'm a -1. Oh dear.
Ooh. 23. Okay. So, with that, Minstrel, you thankfully had the easiest roll to make. So, you managed to dodge out of the way of the charging dragon. Ludwig, you managed to dodge out the way as well. Balador, you managed to duck to the side as it charges for the entrance, collapsing in the cave tunnel. However, Merrick, I'm going to need you to make now a Constitution saving throw.
Where's your god now?
Too bad.
Wait and see what you get first.
Well, yeah, my +3, but flip.
Ooh, okay. So you are going to take a total of 14 points of crushing damage.
Oosh. Actually,
As
that's
the collapsed rocks now push you forward, and the
not too
dragon
bad,
is now
actually.
here. I'm waiting for everyone's reactions to what they want to do next.
I say to the dragon, "Oi, what do you think you're doing?"
It unfortunately does not appear to speak common and is now staring at you with its large green eyes.
I growl at it.
Okay. Anyone else?
I'll ask him what the problem is, I suppose. I speak Draconic.
Okay.
I say in between eating crisps.
Yeah, I figured
Go
it
ahead.
might be something like that for the delay. Okay, so the dragon swings its head to you directly and says, "A creature has been controlling the minds of various beasts, like myself. It is further into the tunnel. However, I do not seem to be able to resist its influence once it begins. At which
Why-
point I need to make a quick roll.
Can I ask
No.
Minstrel to translate? Why did you just crush our elephant friend?
Hmm.
Minstrel, do you relay that information?
No.
Okay. So it's now just staring at you confused.
While the dragon's looking at him, can I try and sneak towards its horde?
Sure thing. Make a stealth check again.
Here comes the bad one.
It's the dragon's perception. No, it's unfortunately going to spot you as you do that.
I'm gonna shit my pants.
You're going to what, sorry?
Shit is
I'm gonna
bad.
be very scared.
Okay, sorry.
Make a roll to shit your pants.
No. It's now staring at you as you started to move towards the thing. So let's move you to there. And I'll mark on where the treasure was. So, I'll say, Minstrel, it's going to be up to you to try and deal with the dragon itself. And at this point, as we've had another action, I'm going to make another roll.
Why
9?
didn't you translate my... No.
So, Minstrel. Or unless anyone wants to suggest anything to it.
I think I have an idea. I look at the dragon and I say to the dragon, "Right, you are. So if you're under mind control and you currently have your senses, I would kindly request you leave,
So,
and we continue on into the cave and deal with this situation with you somewhere far away where you're not going to eat us."
unfortunately, the dragon did just collapse the cave entrance to try and prevent it being.
But
forced
our
back out.
dear friend Balador has a spell you could use to.
He can clear 5 feet, unfortunately.
Yeah.
3 times though, so 15.
15 feet. I mean, you could make an attempt, but do be aware. And actually, at that point, with another piece of information. Okay. This time, as the dragon now looks round to you to respond, I need everyone's passive perception. Merrick, you once again notice a magical influence coming over a creature.
Don't know where from.
Ludwig, yours is 10 as well, yeah. So, at that point, as its eyes have now glazed to grey, I would like everyone to roll for perception. Initiative, sorry. I completely fucked that. Make it roll for initiative. 8.
Whoop.
You
Both
came at
our
the same
rolls
time,
came
but
up, yeah.
15 and 10. It shows me the separate.
So mine 15 then.
Fuck off,
Mine was
mine's
10.
15.
Mine was 10, yeah, just checking. Well, it's just because I rolled first. It's strange. But...
So dexterity for that one is 0. So Balador is going last. Ludwig is going second. Minstrel is going first.
I'm going last.
Got
Oh.
2. In fact, you got a natural 1, which means you actually lose a round officially.
Really? Oh.
Yeah. Very. Then it's Serica. Oh, these pens are getting to me. Okay, so with that, we will have Minstrel. You're up first.
Hmm. I think I am.
Hey.
Therefore, I'm gonna take a little bit of a gamble.
Okay.
You're the only one who can speak to this dragon, by the way.
Yeah, it's grade A, but it's not going to chat to me. We've been here. We've done this before. I'm going to cast sleep on the dragon.
Cast sleep. Okay. Immunity.
Wait, you've had sleep
Yeah.
this whole time?
I just
Okay.
very rarely use my spells.
Let's pull up what sleep does.
Yeah, I'm pulling it up
See if it's
now.
going to affect. Okay. Creature into magical slumber. Roll 5d8. The total is how many hit points the creature has. Okay, so roll 5d8.
Oh shit!
12. Even if you got all of those at 8, this would have been tough. So that would only be 40. Okay. Creatures within 20 feet of you with less than 12 hit points. So that's no one, I believe.
Oh, lucky we don't have any wizards. Although I wish I was a wizard.
So that's not done anything, I'm afraid,
Yeah.
Minstrel.
Okay, Bardic Inspire the tortoise.
Okay.
What?
Ludwig, add your inspiration dice. And
He's
it's your
next.
turn.
I realise I've got a magical tree axe.
Yeah, I can't really. I'm gonna look at the dragon and like sort of bow my head and put one of my swords to the ground and try and be like, "Hey, relax." Like,
Okay. So you're going to try and make a persuasion check.
yeah,
Okay, make a persuasion roll. It also, remembering, doesn't seem to speak common.
yeah, I'm doing it with body language.
Okay. Then make it with disadvantage.
18. Plus 6. Oh my god, why do we have a bard in our party when we've got this turtle?
Both 12 at 18. Okay, so it looks at you and you can feel almost like a wave of empathy for you trying to stop it, but it doesn't seem to be affecting it. Next up, we have Merrick.
think the first thing I'm going to do is cure wounds on myself.
Okay, fair
I
enough.
think.
So
What's that?
casting Cure Wounds.
What is that? My
I
spell
will double check the
modifier.
amount.
D8 plus 5. 5.
Cure Wounds, you wouldn't add your
Hmm.
spellcasting ability modifier, so
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
your wisdom. So
Plus
plus,
my wisdom thingy.
did you up that to?
My wisdom is 18. Yeah.
So you add 4.
Cool.
So you're 1d8 and add 4.
Where's the roll thingy? D8. 4. 6. Cool.
Click to the wrong thing. 6. Okay, so you heal for 6 hit points. And
Better,
then
at least.
you still have your bonus action and movement.
Yeah, just check the camera. I'm right next to the dragon, aren't
You are.
I run round back behind, or at least between Minstrel and Ludwig.
Minster the dragon. So
Ludwig,
you want to come over
yeah.
to 1, 2, 3, 4. There. So you want to go there.
Yeah, yeah, just
Okay.
getting clear of the collapse.
So that's going to be an attack of opportunity
Oof.
from the dragon.
6.
Dragons.
It's
Bite
going to make it
hard.
with its claw. It gets a total of 11. Which is not going to hit you, is it?
Safe. Yeah, 17.
Okay. So you're fine there. So you manage to move fast enough that it doesn't catch you by some miracle, given your size. And we'll now come to the dragon's turn. who is going to. Unfortunately, it's got a line breath, so it can't catch you with there. So it's going to move towards the nearest person, which is Balador, and make a
Okay.
full series of attacks, which is 3 total attacks.
Oh my god. So how does shield? Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Sorry.
Shield runs to your next turn, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can't hit
So
me.
we have a 15, a 16, and a
Miss.
20.
Shield.
Okay, miss after shield. So you're in luck there,
2 uses of my spells left.
and we now come
At
to
least I picked one
Balador's
useful
turn.
spell. Oh, is it my turn?
Yeah.
So I didn't miss a turn, did I? Or
Oh no, that's right. Thank you for reminding me. So we now come back to the top of the round with Minstrel.
okay, fine.
I would bear with me. I would like to persuade the dragon to leave us alone.
You're also okay. You can actually speak to it. So make a persuasion check. Once again, you can feel the wave of empathy coming from the creature, but it doesn't seem like it's able to stop attacking you.
Who?
I mean, I've got no qualms with killing a lawful good creature, but
How do we know it's lawful good?
He's looked it up in the bloody manual. He thinks, at least. Unfortunately, he doesn't know I custom wrote this one.
that's it. Well, you said it was friendly.
I did say it was friendly.
It's
Not
under
much
an
we can-
evil enchantment.
Not much we can do about it at the moment.
Next, we come to Ludwig.
Who's having a cup of tea and a fag?
Already? I thought you came back.
Hello?
Hello.
You're back. It's your turn.
Sorry, I was just looking something up. I'm going to run up and just hang round its back, and if it attacks anyone, I'm going to hit it.
Okay, so you're holding your turn there till its turn. Until it begins to make an attack, then you take your turn. Okay? You'd still have your bonus action and your regular action.
Thing?
My bonus action, can I try and hide behind it?
You want to try and use hide? Make a stealth check against Dragon's Perception with blind sight. So this could be fun.
Why can't you do this, minstrel?
Okay, you think you're hidden,
Okay.
as far as you can tell. So we now come to Merrick.
I'm gonna guiding bolt, I think.
Okay, so make a ranged spell attack. 17 is going to hit, just.
Good.
So roll your 4d6 damage, and I need to roll 16. Nice.
Hmm.
Oh, sorry. Calculate, come here. 16. 84. Okay. I just need to make a percentile roll. Sorry, gentlemen. I'll be 2 seconds.
Can I just say our party is not following social distancing guidelines?
There's no virus in this world that we know of.
Yep, there's also a lot of stuff you have not asked questions about. So, okay, that's carrying on. It's now the dragon's turn. So, with that, it's going to launch its breath attack against Balador.
Hey, It's
So,
me.
I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
would be plus 1. 1d20 plus 1, 15. 16.
Ooh, lucky. Okay, I still have to roll damage, but
I would like to cast Absorb Elements.
It's casting lightning breath, so I assume you're casting that for lightning.
Yes.
I will see if you can cast that as a reaction. 2 seconds.
Yes, you can.
You can,
reaction
okay.
spell.
So what is the effect of that for me?
All it says is the spell captures some of the incoming energy, lessening its effect on you and storing it for your next melee attack. You have resistance to the triggering damage type, and I have no idea what that means.
Okay, so you take half the damage.
Oh, right, okay. And then I add 1d6 of that damage to my next attack.
Yes. Okay, so I'm just rolling out the damage. 4, 5, 3, 8, 3, 3. So 4, 5, 3 is 8, 12, 3, 3, 18, 26, 13 damage. Cut in half, so 7.
Oh, right, okay, that's not too bad.
Yeah, you were very lucky you made the saving throw. Because
And
that
now
can
I
do
can-
a lot of damage if you're not careful.
I could tell by all those numbers you were saying.
Yeah, I had to
It'd be
count
nice
that
if
one
I
out.
could get a go, so I could actually hit this fucking thing back.
It is your turn next. I just need to roll to see if the dragon gets its breath attack back. It does not, so that's fine. So your move, Balador.
I'm
Oh
gonna
wait,
hit it.
no, Ludwig. It launched an attack. You can.
Oh.
Ludwig.
Yeah, it's hiding.
Okay, I'm just going to hit Ozzy. Take your go as well.
Okay, you're just going to hit it, so you can roll for that in a second. So Balador, your move.
Ooh,
Yep, that's going to hit. Roll your damage.
Six. I feel like this dragon may kill us all.
There are ways to beat it.
If there's
Oh.
something to do with these teeth I've got, but I don't know. I'm too dumb.
Fair enough. Is that an attack?
Yes, that was an attack. That was a
So
plus
plus
5
5 is
attack.
18, so that connects. So roll for damage.
So it's 1d10 plus 1d8, right?
Are you attacking with your axe or your great axe?
Great axe.
Great axe is 1d12 plus
and then,
1.
Green flame blade.
And then, yeah, plus.
So that's 9 plus 1d8, 11.
11. Okay. That's magical, so that takes that. And Balador managed to do 4. So I now need to roll another percentile. Nope, okay. So, with that, the dragon rears up from being slashed quite badly. Okay, we now come back to Minstrel.
Oh shit! I forgot to add the 1d6 from absorb elements.
Oh, okay, add that on quickly, it's fine. Four. Okay, 4. Okay, now we come to. Doesn't change my percentile roll. Now we come back to Minstrel.
Okay, I would like to. A dragon's eyes in the front of the head, of the side.
They're at the front of the head, currently facing away from you. So it's attacking Balador.
Okay, I would like to. You know what? Bollocks to it. I want to try and jump in the air and do a backflip, and then slash across his eyes in an attempt to blind him.
Okay. So you want to try and run to the front of it first.
No, not run. I said jump and do a like roll in the air. I'm very acrobatic, you see.
Make an acrobatics check. 24. 1, 2, 3, 4. To get close enough to the eyes, plus movement for jump is 10 feet. So you would just be able to get into that. So make an attack roll with disadvantage because you're aiming for the eye.
So, would that be 2d20 plus my modifier?
Yes.
take the lower, don't you?
Take the
Yeah,
lower
and then
one
take
and
the
just add
lower
the...
of the 2 rolls. Yeah, got it. For dexterity, so that's 2d20 plus 6.
16 is not going to connect, unfortunately, even with both of them. And
That
would have been
was
15 or 7.
yeah.
16 wouldn't have made it.
That was not a good roll at all, was it? That
You're
was
in the air. It's hard to aim. You just swing and miss with the rapier. Okay, Ludwig.
I'm still quite proud of my jump in the air.
I was impressive. It was a marvelous jump. It was just
Yeah.
terrible timing on the attack. Ludwig, you there?
Yes.
Start playing.
It's your turn, pal.
Is there someone else near it?
Balador and Minstrel.
I'm gonna hit it for sneaky.
Okay. So make your attack roll, and with sneak, do you get the advantage or if you get?
No, you just deal the extra damage if someone's near it.
Unfortunately, then that's only an 8. That's not going to hit.
Okay.
So that's a miss.
As a bonus action, can I yell angry things at it to try and scare it?
Okay. You make it one. Try and make an intimidation check. So feel free to roll that. 24. Nope, that's not going to go either. Okay. It seems unresponsive to your swearing, despite the fact it now looks mildly irritated, as if you've said something truly, truly offensive with your salty sailor swearing.
Thank you. It was very salty.
Okay, we're now going to come to Merrick.
She said,
After suddenly remembering I have a potion in my inventory, my Dispel Cloud potion, I may toss that at said dragon.
Okay, I need you to make a athletic check to see how accurate you are.
Reasonably low, I think. Oh no, that's not too bad.
I'm going to double check back to that potion and see what the effects were, because you've never exactly worked it out.
Couldn't remember. I don't have my notes, I've lost them.
Ah, fair. That's fine. Go ahead. Just make your 15. Nope, that's going to be enough to get near the dragon at least from where you're standing. So, as the potion bottle shatters and creates a large cloud around the area, the steam from the mist from the cloud begins to go over all players. At this point, you can feel anyone who's in it, any magic on you wearing off slightly. And at this point, the dragon's eyes, now coming through the cloud to look round at you as she smiles through her toothy maw, grinning at you, have returned to a yellow colour.
Haha.
I was going to say, you have no idea what this means. However,
But they're not grey.
they're not grey anymore.
Although I noticed that from Ratbag, if I remember.
Yes, you've spotted the change with Ratbag as well.
Mm. He
So
was
the dragon
friendly
is
when
now
he had
going to
yellow
do
eyes.
nothing on its turn. As we now come to Balador, who has muted himself for some reason.
sorry, I would like to, I guess grappling a dragon's out of the question, isn't it?
You can attempt to grapple it.
I will attempt to grapple the dragon.
Okay.
Oh no!
Make a athletics check. 20. You in fact manage to jump directly onto its back and hold the back of its neck down to the floor.
Right, and then I would like to gesture towards Minstrel to try and say something to this
Try
dragon.
and soothe the beast.
Fair enough. It is Minstrel's turn next. So we're going to say you managed to jump most of the length of the dragon to hold it down, so you're now there. Minstrel, you're up.
I would like to speak to the dragon and
Okay.
say, now with that unpleasantness over, do you mind going and facing the corner while we proceed onwards into the cave?
Wait,
Give us a head start.
what,
Before
what?
the dragon now looks at you and acquiesces very
I'm not
well.
letting go, by the way. I'm not.
This is fine. She has a long neck. She can still look round to where Minstrel is from where she is. Very well. I shall endeavour to keep myself hidden and remain in this marvellous smoke that has freed me from the mind control.
Glad to hear it, buddy.
When Balador, are you going to let go?
No.
Since he's now having a friendly conversation with the dragon in a language you don't understand?
I'm going to say to the dragon in Orcish, you must pay for your crimes. You attempted to harm us, and you must give us some recompense in response. And then I gesture to Minstrel to translate it.
Do you?
I filter what he has said, and I say, this creature deeper in that's controlling your mind, have you got anything in your hoard of treasures here that may assist us with solving this
Wait a
dilemma?
second, that's nothing like what I said.
You don't know that
what you
either.
said's
you
gonna
don't
get us
speak
killed.
Draconic.
Yeah.
At which point she gestures first to the ceiling, saying, "Once I am let go, I will retrieve several of the small crystals above us. They should help you against the creature. Its magic seems tied to the darkness.
Thank you.
As well as I have an item which may help you with your adventures.
So I look
If
at
you do
Minstrel.
this a lot. It is hidden in my hoard. Once I am released, I shall fetch it for you."
So I look at Minstrel, expecting a translation.
She says, "Let her go. You get a gift." Oh, I get a gift.
What gift do you get?
Something out of the hoard. I don't know what.
Did you bother to ask? Are you some sort of idiot?
Oh, I thought the more pressing issue was getting Balador off her neck before she decides to kill us all. I'm keeping it short and sweet.
You might have a good point.
Second that.
Okay.
Roll
So-
a persuasion check. No, I'm joking. I get off the neck.
Okay. At which point she now rears up to her back leg and pulls from the ceiling several, about 6 or 7, in fact, small glowing crystals, and hands them to Minstrel before heading to her hoard and taking out 2 small sacks.
Can I just ask, is that 6 or 7? Because I've got to.
Oh, I put
in
it down
my
as
bag.
7. I had it. I wrote down here 6 or 7 because it was pointless. It's you'll see what they used for in a minute.
Yeah, cool. I've got 7.
And hand you 2 small sacks. One looks remarkably familiar, and the other seems to contain an object of some form.
That's not a rat bag, is it?
I would like to open the one that contains an object of some form
Okay.
first.
The object, as you take it out, is a small short sword. It's glowing and definitely magical.
Oh,
Rogue
what is that short sword?
loot.
Can
Until
I
Rogue
do
Hunter
Arcana,
yeah,
go for it.
roll 1d20 plus 1.
14. You feel it is definitely an attack-oriented enchantment, but you're not entirely sure of the nature.
I tell you what, I think I might equip it. I'll find out.
Okay. So you're equipping that. That's fine.
And I'm going to put my other one in my treasure.
Just put short sword question mark next to it because you're not entirely sure what it does.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to look at the other bag next?
Yeah, I want to empty it on the floor in front of me.
As you turn it out, nothing falls out. However, you notice that the bag seems to maintain its shape regardless of what you do.
Oh my god, it's a bag of holding
Oh.
shape.
You're very
Right.
welcome to look at the short sword jealously, Balador.
Wait, didn't
Or Ludwig.
Ludwig get the short sword?
No. Minstrel
No.
does it.
Dragon gave it to Minstrel.
Bind on a quip.
Surely the dragon gave everything to me, is what
No,
Balador
no.
says.
It handed it to Minstrel because he was the one speaking to the dragon.
Yeah, because we're
I was the one throttling the dragon.
Can
Unfortunately,
Yeah, that's why I didn't give
Can
you
I
anything.
do an Arcana check on the bag to see what it is, or
Sure.
an inspection or whatever?
Arcana check is correct. Again,
Roll 1d20 plus 1.
7. You have seen one of these before. You believe at this point it is another rat bag. However, you haven't tested that theory.
Can I take one of my rats out of my current bag and
Sure.
put it in the other bag?
It does in fact accept the rat past the aperture.
I'm
Woohoo!
gonna, while
However,
this is happening,
this is an enchantment you've seen before. Do you want to try and test it with anything else? Because I didn't expect that to go that badly.
Can I put my goblin eye in this second rat bag?
In the second rat bag, it also goes past the aperture.
Rat bag that allows
And eye bag.
rats and an eye. Contains.
You can try to draw some
Right.
conclusions from that if you like.
Can I, while he's got the bag open, just flick a gold piece into it?
Sure, not
I
one
will
gold
allow
piece
that.
out your inventory. And that also drops into the bag and disappears.
and while this is happening, I would like to get the attention of the dragon and look in its eyes as I take a handful of treasure from its hoard and put it in my pack and say in
Sure.
Orcish blood money.
It looks to you as you go to pick up anything out of its hoard and knocks you over.
Can I request?
Can
I
I get
believe.
to roll?
No, it's gigantic. It's like 5 times your size. It's a miracle you managed to grapple its neck down.
Can I request? I believe Merrick is our resident magic expert. Can I ask Merrick to take a look at my short sword?
I can, but Arcana's not my strong suit.
Stronger than mine.
So
I'm
plus
actually
1.
pretty. I think I'm actually.
I will roll for it there. Nope. It's only plus 1.
I'm actually quite adept at Arcana,
Can I?
which you should know by now, really.
Can I hold the short sword really tightly in my hands, DM, and
Mhm.
take it over to Balador for him to have a look at it?
Sure.
That is a strength check, so it's plus 4, so that's a 19 to take
It's
it
an
from
arc.
his hands.
You're going to try and rip it from his hands. Okay.
Yeah.
That would be Minstrel trying to counter with an acrobatic. Nine.
Ah,
Unfortunately, that's not going to go, so he does manage to take it directly out of your hand.
And then I'll do an Arcana. That's 20.
20. Okay, this is a Flame Tongue short sword, which you have encountered in your previous campaign, if you remember. It does standard damage, but deals an additional 2d6 fire damage to any target it hits.
What the actual fuck? I say this to the
Once it's
party,
lit, you need to work out the igniting word.
and then I say, "This is of no use to me. It's too small," and I hand it to Merrick. Him, I assume, being the leader of the party.
He's
I
also
trust him
taller than you.
Guide who gets it. So I hand it to Merrick.
I am the biggest.
Okay, so Merrick, you're currently holding the Flame Tongue short sword.
Thinking about it, who should have it? Minstrel or Ludwig?
I tell you what, why don't you give it to Minstrel, and when I earn enough money from helping you guys out, I'll buy it off him.
Deal. I will give
Jesus.
the sword to Minstrel.
it is
You
worth
graciously.
noting. I have no intention of selling the sword.
Okay. And
Um,
at this point, I would like, since Minstrel's holding it, to make an investigation check as it's handed back to him.
Also, Ludwig notices a complete loss of respect from Balador.
Oh, Ludwig will remember this.
Okay. Minstrel, as you've been handed the short sword, you notice written across the crossguard are the words "Get lit."
Although, to be honest, that sword would be much better off with Ludwig. But
As I say, it says "Get lit" across the crossguard. You assume since you managed to get a 22 on that, this would be the activation word for the sword.
I say get lit.
The sword's blade, is it still sheathed?
Yes.
Yes, then it does nothing.
Bloody thing doesn't work.
Don't you use a
It's
Chris?
just
Don't
give
you
it
use a
Ludwig.
bow? Doesn't
I've got-
doesn't minstrel use a bow?
He's got a rapier. And...
This is
Yeah,
this reminds me
I've
of
got a bow and a rapier, except the rapier is now gone.
Not a rapier.
Ozzy, does it very much remind you of playing Divinity?
playing
I'm sorry,
World of
who
Warcraft.
spoke to the dragon?
Rogue Loot
the
Hunter.
only one who can.
Right,
No, we're
good.
just going to stand here arguing, or we're actually going to go do something.
So, do you want to head down the tunnel
Is,
now?
is Merrick saying that, or is Matt saying that?
Merrick is saying that.
In that case, I follow whatever Merrick's saying.
So we should go and try and free this dragon from its mind control permanently.
Is it pretty obvious that whatever Merrick says, people just go along with in this group?
Pretty much, yeah.
No, only for
Thankfully.
me, really. Not for
Yeah.
Chris. Just
I
for us.
will also follow them because as I sort of view him as the leader now.
I'm very strong-willed.
Okay, I'm going to clear this off.
I don't follow.
You don't follow, so you're staying up here with the dragon.
Stay with the
Yeah,
dragon.
I'm going to stay and have a lovely conversation with a dragon and get some real information out of her.
Okay.
Not even here. Test your sword out.
You would have to draw it first.
I won't
I can
waste a
draw a
sword in
sword.
combat.
I can draw a sword. Have you got? I'll do it in paint if you like.
No, as I mean, as in unsheath. He has to take it out of the scabbard, or it doesn't. It doesn't do anything. Okay.
Just can't help
So-
but thinking, considering Simon does 3d6 damage,
Uh,
adding 2d6 on top of that. Never mind.
You begin heading down the tunnel. You can hear something large, as it seems to be dark, and this section seems to be freshly hollowed out. So, Balador, Ludwig, and Merrick, since you were the only ones who went, I would like you to make perception based on hearing check.
God, that sounds complicated.
So just
Don't
roll a
have any-
perception check, and it's
Yeah,
just so
don't
Merrick
have
knows
any
he's not
extra.
using his advantage.
21 for
19?
me.
21, yeah.
Unless my intelligence affects that.
3. Oh, wait a minute.
no.
Let's double check.
No, your loss to intelligence wouldn't affect it.
1 intelligence, right? Not 2.
Yeah, you only get +1.
Oh.
13. Ludwig?
A perception check.
Yeah. Two. Okay.
Is that
So I will now give Minstrel the one chance to say he decides to catch up or not.
I grudgingly catch up.
Okay. You
But
will be
I'm
too late to the
flying.
group.
How can you grudgingly catch up when you're the one who made the decision
I'm-
to catch up?
I'm. I realise maybe the clouds dissipate and I don't want to get eaten.
Fair enough.
I do stay about 20 feet away from the party though, sulking.
That's fine. You'll be too late to make the perception check. However, based on those rolls, Balador and Merrick, you can hear the sound of scales rubbing against stone. It's a slithering noise.
I say to the party, I can hear the sound of scales rubbing against stone. It's a slithering noise.
Hmm.
It also sounds to Balador. It also sounds particularly large.
Sounds like a big snake.
Do we have any idea what it might be? Could we make like a nature check or something?
I just told you, Ludwig, it sounds like a
Uh,
big snake.
You've, as I say, roll a nature check. 20.
Critical success.
Critical success. You assume based on the size and the fact it's serpentine, it must be some form of naga.
Oh.
I say it's an N-word, Ludwig.
Oh,
Orcs not like saying that
Uh,
word.
what do you know about them?
I don't know. Let me just quickly reach to
No.
the back of my mind.
Okay,
Naga
allow me to
party.
briefly cover. Naga are giant sentient serpents. They
So
fall
I was
into
right
one of
about
two. Yeah, they tend to fall into one of two categories. Either the nice ones, which protect holy relics and places, or the evil ones, which tend to hold terrible, terrible grudges.
Assume
see.
it's not a nice one.
I describe to them what a naga is and say, I remember when I was a child, a naga came to our village and ate the local shopkeeper.
Unlikely, but sure.
Well, you don't know if he's lying.
That's a good point.
Nagas are to be feared.
Very much so.
Sure, this one is. You press on.
Yes.
Okay.
Press on.
Heard it more than I did.
Okay, you begin coming to a small chamber. I need a marching order. There's enough room in the tunnel for it to be 2 people wide. Who's up front?
I'm right at the back.
I would
Okay.
be one up front.
Yeah, I'll go one abreast with my elephant friend.
And
I'll go.
Ludwig,
Minstrel then.
you're back with Minstrel. Okay, so we'll assume you're roughly like this.
Yeah, I'll go in front of Minstrel. So it's
Okay.
like three around.
Where's my pen gone? There it is.
I'm further back.
All right, one more square. That's all I'm doing.
Yeah, I'm still sulking.
Okay.
Why are you sulking exactly?
You tried to take my sword away.
I mean, I took
I
your
didn't
sword.
try and take your sword away. I said it was very nice and I'd pay you for it afterwards.
No, I
No,
think he's
not you.
talking to me.
Yeah.
I didn't try. Well, I mean, I did try and I succeeded.
This is a fair point. You just got it back at the end.
It's just
You-
because he's weak.
You've contradicted my core character's ideal, which is greed.
What is where are ideals?
You should have wrote
Oh,
it
yeah.
when you did the character.
Yeah. No, I think I've been RPing my character properly.
That's fine. Okay. So, at this point, as you come into the cave, a single large serpent's head comes round. The small circles on the map are going to be spires to give you a quick hint.
Like stalagmites or tights.
Yeah, whichever one comes from the floor. I think tights is from the top, mites is from the bottom.
Perhaps it could be both, and they meet each other in the middle.
Tights, they're like legs that hang
Yeah,
down.
it's yeah. Okay, so they're stalagmites coming up from the floor. None of them are complete lines because you can move around them and over them, in fact. So, you now see one large serpent head coming around the left side of the stalactite in front of it.
What
is-
color are its eyes?
Its eyes are grey. Its scales are a combination of red and purple.
I say, greetings, creature.
Gre-
What's your name?
Greetings.
I remember to ask the name.
Sorry, hang on. This is going to take me a second because I need to move my mic. Greetings. At this point, another serpent head comes around the other side of the stalagmite. This one scales are predominantly purple, with only a few flakes of red.
Grey eyes.
Also grey eyes. Our names are Syphilis and Sethilis.
Syphilis.
And Sethilis.
Seems to me to be a two-headed beast.
You
Greetings.
put that together quick. At least you didn't think there were 2 of them.
We've been sent here to find an evil creature that's been possessing the dragon up back in the entrance of the cave. Do you know where we can find this creature?
There are no evil creatures here. However, if you would care to help me with my tasks, I shall explain everything. You see, I'm going to get really annoyed with doing that voice in a minute. I regret it immediately.
I can imagine it if it helps.
I can't, so I need you to continue making the voice.
An adventurer has caused us a few issues. So we are simply taking our revenge. He lives over in Mars. An old man he stole from us.
What do you steal?
He stole the life of our other brother, Sotholis, as well as our prized dagger.
I would like to move.
Surely. Oops, sorry. Go ahead.
I would like to move within 30 feet while we're talking.
2, 3. You're already in 30 feet. The room's
Am I?
only about 30 foot across.
Oh, I thought those were 10-foot squares.
5 foot squares.
Excuse me. I'll move 2 squares closer while we're talking.
Sure.
Can I try and sneak behind his back while they're talking?
It's got 2 heads, so make a stealth check, but be warned it's going to be quite a hard one.
Okay.
Surely you would help us with our tasks.
I would say, well, what's in it for us?
Well, I could let you leave here alive. 22. You feel quite stealthy? You want to try and come round to, say, here?
Sure. Yeah, that'll do.
I would like to say to the snake creature, the dragon that lives at the entrance of this cave attacked us when we tried to be friendly towards it. I have a bit of a grudge against it. If you would help us defeat this dragon, then I will do as you ask.
I would probably recontrol Issarika and use her to fly you straight across to Mars to deal with our little problem.
Right. Can I, just out of character,
Sure.
if I charge him and attack him, is that like a free attack before initiative rolls?
Yeah.
In that case, I'm going to charge him and attack him.
Okay. Excuse me while I pull up the stats. So, make your attack roll. You're in range now.
Oh,
3, you've missed.
I use Bardic Inspiration.
Unfortunately, you do. You could have done with one a minute ago. And I will now like everyone to roll
Hold on,
for
hold on.
initiative.
You could say I missed so terribly that they don't even realise I was trying to attack.
Fell over.
Okay, so we have a total.
Before I charge them, I'm like, yes, this sounds perfectly agreeable to me. We'll go along with your plan, and then I charge him.
Okay, so we have 2 7, so it'll be Merrick Minstrel. Ludwig gets 15, so it looks like he's going second.
9.
And 9. So it'll be Ludwig, Ballador, Merrick, then Minstrel. Okay. So it'll be Cephalus and Sotholis' turn first. It's going to make a movement towards Ballador. Be in range for both attacks. And start off by making a double bite attack against you.
God. Not a double bite attack.
So it's 21 and 19.
Ah,
I would like to cast Shield.
Okay, that prevents both of those. At which point it'll use... No, because those are all actual action spells, not things. Next up we have Ludwig.
I want to sneak up behind it and stab it in the back with a dagger.
Do I have a
Okay.
back?
Well, there's the back of the snake. It's got 2 heads, but they're both facing forward. It would be really hard otherwise to do anything. Make your attack roll. You have to type roll, remember.
Oh, 9.
9, unfortunately, is not going to make it.
Okay, and I'm behind his back.
Yep. You've also lost your stealth bonus there. So
Mhm.
now knows you're there. As
Shit,
well.
that would have been the like 9d6 as well, wouldn't it?
Oh, because it doesn't know I'm there. Would I have got?
Oh yeah, you would have had advantage. Roll again.
You are a kind man.
I hadn't said it was the next person's turn yet.
no.
The 13.
Nope, that's still going to just glance off its scales, I'm afraid. So next up, we'll come to Balador.
I would like to. Green Flame Blade.
Attack with which weapon?
My big wooden axe.
Okay. Make your attack roll. 8.
My God.
That's not gone well for you.
All right, fine. I'll use action surge.
Okay, so try again.
Oh,
16.
got a hit.
21. That will hit. So roll your damage.
Can I use Green
1d12.
Flame Blade on that then, or not?
Yeah, you can use green flame mode for that.
Get +1 with that axe as well.
So that's 13.
Which axe were you
plus
attacking with?
17.
Balador? Your great
The
axe.
big one. Yeah.
That's 1d12, not 1d8. So we'll use that as your fire damage.
No, I did 1d12 there.
Oh yeah, so that's +1. So that's a total of 14. Plus your strength modifier of 4.
Of 4, yes. So that's 18. 18 damage.
Okay.
Not too
So-
bad if I say so myself.
Next we come to Merrick.
Guiding bolt.
Okay.
I
Make
think.
your ranged attack roll.
Shit, that was terrible.
7. So that's just unfortunately caught one of the stalactites and exploded.
Damn.
Do you want to move?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
Minstrel, you're up.
How far into a room can I get in one turn with using a action as well?
6. You can move up directly behind Balador, or
I'd
you
like-
could move to that square.
I'd
Let's
like
just stay in
to
position.
move up to directly behind Balador,
Okay.
Of course you would.
and I would like to use True Strike, please.
True strike. Okay, which does.
By that I mean I point my finger at him and say, "Suffer me now," so I get a brief insight into his defences and gain advantage on my next attack.
Oh, yeah, I was considering getting that one. This
Fair
time I
enough.
got fucking Mage Hand, which I haven't used at all,
That's a
apart from
cantrip.
to spank someone.
Okay, so you have advantage on your next attack roll. So we come back to Syphilis and Cephalus.
Merrick,
Mm.
I forgot my keyword.
Get lit.
Get lit. Yeah.
Get wrecked. Okay, got
Get wrecked.
it.
Don't forget to draw your sword.
So it's going to begin by firstly casting Dominate Person on Balador.
Oh,
So I need
Oh,
you to
please.
make a intelligence saving throw.
oh no. Wish I
Uh-huh.
hadn't drunk that fucking shit now. I don't know what I.
So roll a
So
d20.
normally
and
I
add
would have a
your-
+2, but
You
is
only
it
get a +1
fuck.
because you drank. You just had to get drunk before you started to fight.
I didn't decide to get
5.
drunk. I just decided to have a sip of alcohol. So getting drunk.
Okay.
That's 6 plus 1.
6. My apologies. Okay, you are now mind controlled. Syphilis and Cephalus will be controlling your turn.
Can I still decide what I do?
No, unfortunately not.
Oh. I hit Minstrel.
Well, he'll probably be the logical target. He's behind you. So we now come to Ludwig.
Good, another fight where I don't have any action.
Ludwig, you're up.
I wanna. Can I try and like grab its arms and like grapple it?
It's a snake.
Does that mean I can't do it, or it'll be hard?
That means it doesn't have any arms.
Can I just like grab its body?
You could try and grab like in between the two heads if you like. If you want to go for that.
I mean,
make a I'm
um,
gonna say athletics check. Eleven. It very easily manages to writhe out of your grasp. You still have a bonus action if you want to use it.
Can I just use my bonus action to shout very salty swears at it?
Sure. It looks unhappy with you. Okay, next it would be Ballador's turn, but since he's being mind controlled, he is going to turn and attack Minstrel. So Ballador, please make an attack roll against Minstrel.
Do I use Green Flame Blade?
I'm going to go with yes.
14? 14.
Misses.
Ooh, lucky. So, with that miss, we now come on to Merrick.
I'm gonna guiding bolt again.
Okay, make your attack roll.
So no one in our party has any dispel magic then.
Anymore.
I could sleep you, but
Probably couldn't, to be honest.
or charm you back.
Bollocks.
7, that's not going to make it either, I'm afraid.
Oh, it's terrible, this fight.
Okay, Minstrel, your turn.
Right, you know what? I'm gonna have to absorb this because I'm not fucking wasting. I'm gonna go around Baldric Ballador,
Okay,
pull out my shiny new sword,
okay.
and I'm going to shout, "Get lit!" and I'm gonna slam it down on his head.
Okay, as you've drawn the sword and shouted, "Get lit,"
Wait,
it
my
has-
head?
No.
the snake's head. Okay, it is now going. Okay, I need you to make the attack roll.
Don't wanna. It's +6 now, I think.
24, that's going to hit,
Oh.
so roll for damage.
Now I don't have my modifier for 2d6, so
No, only to the basic damage.
just bear with me 2 seconds. There we go. Ah!
Yeah, I just had to do it 2 separate
Try
rolls,
to be
unfortunately.
too clever.
Why don't you just do 3D? Oh no, because they're different.
If you added another plus, it might work, but so that's 6 for the basic damage, and then 2d6 for fire damage. 7, so that's 13. Okay. At which point, Ballador, you're going to come back to your senses.
Hey!
I realised I had
It's lost
advantage
its
on that.
concentration on its spell.
Wasted.
Oh well. So, you've now regained control of your senses as the mind control breaks as it loses concentration on its spell. We now come back to Sithilis and Sethilis, who is going to again cast a spell, but this time it's going to cast. I need to look up what this one does. Going to give up on the idea of taking you over and go for Lightning Bolt.
Wish I still had spell slots left.
Yep. Okay. I need Ballador, Minstrel, and Merrick to make. I know 5 feet wide. I need Minstrel and Merrick to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Not me.
No, you're behind it still, luckily.
Oh shit, my dexterity is terrible.
24. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not going to dodge this.
Elephants known for being very dexterous.
Oh. Maybe.
18. Amazingly, you do manage to dodge it as much as Minstrel does. So you take in total more of these. 5, 6, 7, 8. It's all right. This is all my d6s. 1, 2,
You're enjoying this, aren't you,
5,
Craig?
10. Oh, very much so. 13, 16, 20, 24. You both take 12 points of lightning damage.
Who does?
Both
You
of us.
and Merrick.
Ah, didn't meet. Ah.
You made the save, so it wasn't 24.
Okay, 28
Killed me.
minus 12, 6, 16.
16 as well.
Okay, we now come to Ludwig.
Who's gone for a cup of tea and a smoke?
No, I haven't gone for a cup of tea on the smoke. I'm here with a sword.
You want to hit it with your sword, okay? Make your attack roll. (23). Roll for damage.
And it's near people.
And it is near people, so don't forget to add your sneak bonus.
Ludwig is having a hell of a day with the rolls today.
You'll want to talk.
Beginner's
24.
luck, I think.
I'm doing well in non-combat rolls. I've like rolled 2 critical non-combat rolls.
13. Nice. Okay, so it takes it to
Merrick.
that.
Merrick.
Yes.
Do I want a Stella or do I want a ginger beer?
Okay, we now
Done.
come to Ballador's turn.
I I unlock my barbarian rage, which actually does nothing apart from just make me angry.
Fair
And
enough.
I'm going to
Not being a barbarian.
gonna hit the man, which I think that's a successful hit, right?
19 in total, wouldn't it be?
Yeah,
Or
9
20. Do you get +6 now? You have +4 strength.
+4 strength. And
Yeah, so you get 20 total. So that's going to hit
why do I get 20?
because you get 2 for your proficiency. Plus, you've got
Where's his roll?
4
I
for
can't
your
see it.
strength. You rolled a 14.
In that case, it's 7 because I've got a +1 great axe.
Yeah, so you get a total of 21.
Jesus Christ!
My
almighty.
chat's not updated. Oh, there we go. It's just come through.
Fair.
So I've been rolling everything wrong. for the whole
It's fine,
time we've
but
been
none of your other ones have been on the verge, so it's okay.
playing.
That's
Right,
fine.
1d12 +1. Ooh, plus
10.
1d8. 14.
14. Okay.
Plus
Plus your strength of 4 is 18 in total.
and then another 1, 19. Because the axe is +1, right?
Oh, yeah, 19. Thank you. So that's 19 in total. So with that, you managed to successfully swing at the head nearer you, which is the left head. No, it'll be its right head, so that'll be Sethalus, and remove its head entirely from its body.
Does Green Flame Blade proc to the other head?
No, unfortunately, they share a health pool, so it counts as one target.
Okay.
However, at this point, you see the head of Sethalus, which I'm going to make a note of before I can forget that. The Sethalus, the primarily purple head, has now fallen to the floor and turned to ash and bone in its
Right.
entirety.
I would like to use my bonus action to stomp on the head whilst
Right.
looking the other head in the eyes.
Okay, you managed to crack the bone underfoot. I'm just going to go with that one as is. We now come to Merrick.
I'm gonna Sacred Flame.
Okay, so that's a
Think this
wisdom
time.
saving throw against 13. No, 14 now. Your wisdom went up one.
Oh yeah.
It's not going to make it, so roll damage.
Uh,
I'm going to double check when that goes up in damage as well.
see.
So 1d, so that deals 6 damage. Yeah, no, next level it goes up in damage, not this one.
Damn.
So that does does 6 damage. Okay, minus 6. Okay, we now come to Minstrel, unless you want to move, Merrick.
I'll step forward too.
Okay,
I think just to join the rest a bit more.
Okay.
Yeah.
there we go. Minstrel, your turn.
Quick question.
Sure.
Can you bardic inspire yourself?
Yes, you can.
Okay. Bonus turn. I want to bardic inspire myself.
Okay. So
That's a 1d6.
Yep. So you've got that. So now it's your turn.
I would like
Got your
to.
action left.
Do I need to say the activation word again, or am I
No,
still
it's
lit?
still lit until you say it
Sweet.
again or sheath it.
Cool. Okay. Roll 1d20 plus 6, and then bardic inspiration
Sure.
1d6.
Total of 11, unfortunately, isn't going to make a connection.
Ouch.
Okay, we now come back to is Sithalus. Oh, who is going to? Oh, sorry, one moment. I'm going to
Stretch
need.
his aching back.
Yes, a little bit. I've been sat in that chair a while. You haven't moved a great deal. I've been able to reach it from where I've been sat. Okay, so I'm going to need an attack of opportunity from Ludwig, Balador, and Minstrel.
I really wish I'd got Booming Blade now instead of Green Flame Blade.
Is that just base?
This is based on what's going to happen next.
No, is it just a base 1d20?
It's your standard attack roll. So 1d20 plus 6 in your case. 11, okay. Ludwig?
He's gone for a cup of tea and a smoke.
We'll come to it. We'll come to it. Okay, Balador, do your damage. Ludwig, I need an attack roll.
But I
It's
want
an
to.
attack. It's an attack of opportunity. I'll explain as it goes in a second.
Okay.
4 damage plus total of 5, so that's 9 damage, and 9's not going to hit. And neither's Minstrel's damage. Okay, so it takes 9 as it runs past. Not going to be enough. So,
18.
as
No, wait, I hit with 18, right?
you hit, that's why I had you roll damage. I was working out your damage was 9. Okay, so at this point, as the snake has now reared
My
back. Hang on, give me a second.
Okay.
I'm getting there.
Sorry. Okay.
The snake has reared back and gone to flee. It has managed to move, cast a spell, and disappear through a tunnel, sealing the wall behind it.
Bye.
Of solid stone. So with
Mhm.
that is the
Does stone
end of
count
combat.
does stone count as earth?
You can try it in 1 second. I'm just going to do the experience.
I got the most experience because
Okay.
my rolls sucked.
The annoying thing is I had a choice between Green Flame Blade, which has a chance to like jump and do a little bit of damage, or Booming Blade, which hurts anything when it moves. I really should have picked Booming Blade. shouldn't I?
Okay. Sorry. We will go with as it fled through the stone, appearingly. It's for I'll see you again.
All right, see you in a bit. Cheers, buddy.
Okay. So I'm going to call the session there. We'll come to the wrapping up. Actually, we probably have time to do the wrapping up now. So as you head back out of the cave, Iserica offers you a lift back to Mars.
Cheers, drive.
Wait, can't I
Very
try and
kind.
can we loot the room or?
There's snake bones, but they crumble into ash after you crush them.
Can.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, we're just wrapping up very briefly. So the dragon, I'm just going to pull up my chart. So you managed to keep the dragon alive. Congratulations.
No thanks to Merrick, who wanted to kill it.
I didn't.
Oh no, it wasn't Merrick. Balador.
Okay.
Would have
So
killed
Still
me.
want to kill it.
Iserica has flown you back to Maris before letting you off, landing in the center of the village as the evening wears on. All the guards have rushed into a circle around you as you now hop off the dragon. They all are somewhat surprised by this. You very briefly explain what had gone on with the Naga, and the elder has now come out to greet you. He hands you the dagger, and you prepare for your journey back to Irodal to the Adventurers Guild to collect your final rewards.
Wait, who hands who what dagger?
The dagger will say is handed to, since he was dealing with him most, Merrick.
Balador. Oh, I would
Merrick
like to
is-
tell the mayor of Maris that the dragon committed crimes, broke the laws of your village, and at
It
some
didn't.
point you should probably try and punish him for it.
I'm gonna
The
argue for the
dragon.
dragon on that.
Okay, there is a quick wrap
Control.
up for the dragon. So I need to roll one very quick thing. Okay, 14 plus 2 for the village elder. Okay, so the dragon is persuaded to stay and guard the village in exchange for the damage it caused.
By me. Persuaded
Yes,
by
we'll
me.
go with by you, despite the fact you don't speak Draconic. It was persuaded by the village elder.
I am proud of my actions.
So, should you ever return here, there will be a dragon living in the village.
Hmm?
Okay, you prepare for
Hooray.
your
Can I-
journey back to Iredal.
Wait,
Hang
have I
on.
got time to pop to the shop and see if he's got a brass brazier and some coal ready for me?
That's back in Thursa. You'll have to head there on your own time at some
Wait,
point.
Got to
Wait.
Maris.
just briefly,
Mm?
does this mean we've failed the Adventures Guild's quest, considering they wanted a dragon's head?
No,
They didn't ask for a dragon's head. They asked you to kill 3 creatures, or equally, we'll say the village elder writes you a letter explaining that you have completed the job to his satisfactory standards.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to
pass.
stop the recording here. Then